Hello and welcome back. Back with some more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country, picking up where I left off last time, knocking out some quests and having just returned to Torna. Hoping to build up my community some more, since I think I'm still on level 1. Hey Scully, welcome in. How are you this afternoon? Oops, I turned off my sound completely. Thanks for stopping in. How are you today? What quest was I doing? Oh. Looking for some penicillin. Hey, cool boy sloth, welcome in. Well, it's pretty easy, Scully. I can do 14. I just do 12 hours and then add 2. My math wasn't necessarily my strong point in school, but I like to think that I can handle that much. Oh, something attacked me. Pew pew. Fortunately, I got rid of having to do any of my special attacks, and I'm still killing everything too quickly.
I am left feeling some regret.
I feel like it would be difficult if I actually had to do the math, but the fact that I can do 12 hours from now is pretty simple. There's a bridge. I guess that's Letbridge. It's certainly beset by monsters. And they look rather... Oh, I don't know why I'm making him sound like her. And they look rather tough to boot. You think? They don't look like much to me. Well, our analysis doesn't change the facts. The bridge is blocked. We've got to clear it. Don't let your guard down, everyone. I'm going monkey bashing.
I think we've been spotted.
Pow pow.
I'm feeling confident in our victory.
Ready to go. On your dilemma, indeed.
Now that's more like
Where'd the... Oh, there he is. Pew pew. Pow pow. Oh, I didn't even get to hit him. He died too quickly. We managed it just about. Alright, they were a little tougher than I expected. They were kind of pushovers, to be honest, Mithra. At any rate, the restoration of the bridge can begin now. Awesome. If we don't temper Mithra's skills a tad, I'm somewhat apprehensive of the battles to come. Hey, wait a second. Just what is that supposed to mean? I've noticed you getting a little, well, careless, to be frank. You need to be more mindful, or we'll never beat Malos. Careless, mindful, gee, thanks for the personal attack. Slow down there. What's gotten into you? Nothing's gotten into me. It doesn't matter how much we train. I'm not going to magically become more mindful. The end. Let's go home. Somebody's got a bee in her bonnet. Thanks for the lurk, Scully. Hope you have a fun time doing your chores. Well, that was an easy enough quest to knock out. Let me see... Where are these things? Oh, I'm not really anywhere near them? Oh, they're on my left. Got it. Turn around. And go back this way. Cow, cow, cow. Oh! I mean, you can attack me all you want. What's this? What's with the sad emote, Scully? Not sad, happy. You know, if you want to fight me, I'll fight you, but I'm just going to take you out. I mean, I say that as they're currently kicking my butt. Oh. Yeah, but they gotta be done. That's the whole point of being an adult, so I've been told. I mean, I did laundry the other day. Woohoo! Ooh, I gotta get all my goodies. But just think of how good you'll feel once they're all done, right? Really? Why does everybody want to keep attacking me? Stop running away from me so I can kick your butt. Oh, I just got knocked on the ground. I mean, I'd come vacuum for you if you wanted. I always found vacuuming rather relaxing. Ugh. there's a fart cloud over there. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm on the correct. Oh, fine. I might as well get rid of the fart cloud.
Spoiling for a fight.
Yes, I am actually. I'm very much spoiling for a fight.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
Aw, my attack didn't transfer over. What the heck? Somebody was shooting off laser beams. Hey, look, I'm standing in the fart cloud. Anyways, let's disperse it. I'm healing the ether. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to get a collection point. Give it to me, give it to me.
Aren't we intrepid?
Aren't we? Now, if I could please find my penicillin. Up, up. Did I pass it? Oh, I think I know where it is. I think it's, wait, that's probably it over there. Quest items glow red.
I think we've been spotted.
You think? No, wait, that's just a lantern. But this looks promising.
We made it. Good stuff.
One of my favorite parts of adventure.
Pardon me, I'm just falling down your hole. Oh!
Spotted.
Oh, that scared me. I thought I was falling off a cliff. Am I going the right? This looks promising. I'm just gonna... Oh no, this is just fragrant flower. No, okay, that's correct. Just gonna sneak over here and grab my medicine. Okay, so why do I have two?
I think we've been spotted.
I mean, okay, I'll fight you, Totem, but I don't think you're doing much damage to me. I mean, being that you're a stick of wood. But I won't judge. I mean, they just want to keep it, attacking me when they don't even stand a chance. I just wanted some fresh vegetables. Was that too much to ask?
Makes a fine ally.
Oh, my back is stiff today. I got a ruby pineapple for pineapple. Even though she's not here to appreciate it. Oh, hey buddy. I didn't see you there. I'm not skipping on my parole. I promise.
In our victory. I'd rather we didn't have to deal with all these encounters.
I am
Well-
left feeling
And now,
some
back to your
regret.
regularly scheduled daytime.
Let's give it all
Back
you
to your
have
regular...
today.
Ugh, can't talk. Back to your regularly scheduled daytime. Hilarious. It's not daytime though. It's nighttime.
Well, shall we continue?
I'm gotta talk to... Oops. I guess they're gonna cutscene me. Oh, okay. We're training.
Amazing, Laura. Even when I foresee your movements, you counter me instantly.
I couldn't do it without Hazel's power. What about you? I don't see you using Mithra's hidden ability.
And what if we did?
Well, if you did. I just have to bring out my original blade.
Master Adam, your evening meal is ready for you.
Oh, is it that time already?
The days are so long at this time of year. I just start losing track.
Oh, finished already? That's a shame. I was hoping to join in.
Join in? By yourself?
His Majesty has many pressing matters to attend to. Besides, I'm used to working alone.
A driver and blade are one in body and soul. That's their very nature. You're not at full strength without him.
It's not so simple as all that. I know I've yet to unlock the depths of your power.
Really? I feel like I've been giving it my all.
But you never stop growing. At any rate, Hayes' ability to restrict other blades is indispensable. It's perfect for training. We're lucky.
When she stops me using my foresight, it's certainly difficult.
Oh, but you honor me too much. I'm just happy to help you both in any way I can.
Oh, golly.
Next to each other like that? You really do look like twins, you two.
It's rare for the driver's nature to appear so strongly in their blade.
People tell me that from time to time, but is it really true?
Perhaps. But whatever the reason, I am happy if I look even a little like you, my lady.
We're even the same dress size.
Right?
Though, why does it matter if blades never change their clothes?
By the way, we want to try taking you on next, Jin.
Well, how about it, Jin?
I'm afraid I don't particularly like fighting.
And to think we're hearing that from the strongest man in Torna.
But perhaps there's truth in those words. After all, he, or rather, they.
My lord, my lady, we've discovered Malos's target. The capital.
What? Are you
Not
sure?
the capital.
No doubt about it.
Does that mean I get to go to the capital now? Hey Tippy, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Hi.
Thanks for the host. Lovely to have you here as always.
And here I thought I had seen the last of you.
Now. I never meant our parting would be forever, you know.
I'm doing well too. Had a pretty chill day.
I bet it'd be
Trying to
real
stay
interesting
cool in all the
to
heat.
see it in its true form.
Ooh, my neck
Where did
itches.
you learn that?
Learn. Inside my core, I have all the data of all blades and titans.
Glad to hear you're doing well though.
You have all of it? You think to call yourself the Master Blade?
Sure, why not? Sounds good. So, exciting, right?
I'm excited.
My partner. I hear you gave her to that Tornan prince.
And if I did, you'd erase me? Just like that?
Not at all. I have a much better idea than that. I've decided my next target
Have you played Breath of the Wild before, Tippy? Or is this your first time playing through it?
Why would you tell me so plainly?
so you know what to look forward to as you watch.
You know he's bad when he's got evil particles floating around him as he walks.
I see. So this comes from the Quester. But he doesn't know what Malos is planning for Torna.
We should probably hurry.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. I've played it, but I haven't beat it, and I haven't even done any of the what are they called? Divine Beasts. I was working on doing all of the shrines, but I never did any of the actual. I guess they're the dungeons for that game, like in other Zelda games. I got pretty far on the shrines actually, so I'm probably close to beating it. But I was trying to go for 100% completion. But yeah, I probably should get back to it at some point. If I hadn't played this game in about 3 years, then it's probably been about that long or longer since I've touched Breath of the Wild. Although I am pretty excited for Skyward Sword coming out next Friday. Have you played that one, Skyward Sword? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, they sure built that bridge pretty quickly. Yeah, I enjoyed it. My one complaint with Skyward Sword was the fact that every time that you would pick up an item in the game for the first time, that playthrough, it would have to have the info box come up and tell you about it. Let's see, another Zelda for the Wii U. Could it be the what they call it? The remastered edition of Wind Waker? I don't remember what its name was, but I know they came out with like high definition maybe version of Wind Waker. I think that came out for the Wii U. But yeah, my problem with Skyward Sword is that if you got an item at the beginning of the game and it'd be like, oh, this is item X, it's blah blah blah. And then you save your game and reboot it, and you found the item again, it would have to come up with the dialogue box all over again each time, and that was annoying. But at least they fixed that. I mean, it sounds like a silly complaint, but it really bugged me. Oh boy, I got a whole party going to the capital. I actually have both of those. I guess I can't really call myself much of a Zelda fan because I haven't actually played Wind Waker yet. But I do still have my Wii U hooked up, so maybe I'll get around to it at some point. But I beat Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Not that it was particularly easy. I 100% completed Tropical Freeze. I don't know I didn't do the thing. I did everything basically but going through and doing the time trials and the ones where you had to beat it with each Kong singularly. I think is another requirement to get like the levels of completion over 100%. But I got all the Kong letters, all the, puzzle pieces in that game, whatever the other stuff was to make 100%. And I did those K levels. I think that's what it was. The bonus worlds per each one, and then the ones at the very end, the surprise world. It was so hard. I'm right there with you, Tippy. And then the worst part is I find myself going back to games I've already played because they're familiar and comfortable, and I know I like them. So why take a chance on a game that I don't think I'll like? Or no, I can't say I don't think I'll like it because why would I have bought it if I didn't think I'd like it? But it's nice going back to something that you're familiar with. But I do look forward to trying Skyward Sword on the Switch because I beat it, I think, at least once back on the Wii or Wii U. And I'm hoping that the Joy-Cons will be a little bit more responsive than the Wiimote was, since that one kept losing its connection to the Wii. I always found myself recalibrating it between fights so that it was more responsive. I gotta go see Mungo. Yo, Mungo! I had a cutscene that stopped me from talking to you. Is that penicillin in your pocket? No, I'm just happy to see you, Mungo. That's what it is. I really wish those militia louts would learn some things from you all and make my life easier at least. But perhaps I shouldn't be comparing simple foot soldiers with great heroes of your kind. Oh, thanks, Mungo. You flatter me. In any case, I thank you for your help. This should keep us going for a while. That would probably help. A military footlocker sounds a little bit intense for game storage. I still need 5 more people to level up my community. Plus, if you don't see the games, then how do you know what you have to play? It might help you get through your backlog if you actually know what you got on hand. I'm happy that you're happy, Hayes. I have all mine in the cupboard, or at least all my cases. All my older games I have in there. All my CDs I have in one of those really big CD holders. And then my Switch games I have in a little case that I got online. It's little pockets to put them in. I think it's supposed to hold something ridiculous like 80 games, so not that I have anywhere near that many. Hey Elena, welcome in. How are you this morning, right? Because I think you're 6 hours ahead of me. So let's see, nearly 5 a.m., I think. My math's right for you. Hey Jacob, welcome in. How are you as well? Lovely to have you all here, playing a little Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing for a quest. I got distracted. Head to the... Do I even have access to this location yet? I don't know. It's been a few years since I've touched this game. Having trouble sleeping, or you just haven't gone to bed yet? I know I think you said you work nights, so maybe you're just getting home sort of thing. 240... How... Stop pushing that button! Stop pushing that button myself! I don't want that map. Or menu, I want the map. Okay, that's fine. I do really like the environments in this game, though. I do have to say that. As I keep pushing the wrong button. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, I'm sorry you're having trouble sleeping, Elena. I can try and put on my soothing voice and help you get to sleep. Bum, 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 bum. At least Pineapple and Jazz used to tell me that I had a relaxing voice. Jazz, I think, was the one that kept wanting me to read her microwave manual to her. It is. And then they did the remake of the first game too, and it's really nice as well. Alright, I'd like it very much if I could see where I think I'm supposed to go over here. There was something about having to go near water. I remember that much. Head to the far side of the moor. Behemoth's Roost. Oh, maybe over here. No, I do believe I'm going further away from where I'm supposed to be going.
We made it. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
One of my favorite parts of adventuring.
Looks like they might pack a punch.
Why? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, why does everybody want to keep attacking me? And then I remembered I lowered my level. Ah, I think I want to go in here. You look like a behemoth. Yeah. Now this is what I call a real predicament. It looks pretty vicious. Did the boy really enter its den? I'm impressed he left alive at all. Vez was born under a lucky star. The manor is full of anecdotes about things like this. He's a forthright man. He wouldn't lie about this. If he says he went in, I have no reason to disbelieve him. Man, it is hot in here tonight. You seem awfully calm about this. What do you do if we can't get the key back? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, the things that matter the most aren't inside the vault. It's the friends we made along the way. I actually haven't. I've heard good things about them though, Tippy, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to get them these days. They're probably out of print. And I think that they're pretty popular, so they might be marked up high online. I know where you're going with that, but I'm sure there's still plenty of things in there that do matter. And I'm not letting you lose that. Alright, so can I fight the beast? Looks like it's still upset about a friend wandering into its den. Have to draw it away somehow. Or defeat it where it stands. Well, let me see. I don't know. Which quest am I doing here? I don't like it when he gives me a choice. I can't make up my minds. I only have one mind. Defeat it. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I'm gonna cheat and see what has the better outcome. Oh, really? There's no difference? But the question is, what level is it? Well, if there's no difference in reward, I'm going in. I'm gonna defeat it. I'm afraid more people might get attacked by this beast. We should just take it down. Don't overdo it. I know my limits. I didn't pay attention if it told me what level it was. Oh, he's only level 30. Who's this tombstone for? Oh, it's not even for him. I had a lot of games from the... Ooh, this guy's kicking my butt already. Oh, I'm dead. I have a lot of the... Oh, that's because I have enough party gauge. I was wondering. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Just kidding. Anyways, as I was trying to say, I have a lot of PlayStation games that I got when I got the PlayStation 3 that I'd missed out on earlier versions of the PlayStation, like the Final Fantasies and so on. Because my first, well, technically, my first and only PlayStation was the PlayStation 3. I mostly got it for the fact that it would play Blu-rays, because it was like one of the first Blu-ray players on the scene back in the day. Okay, this is pretty easy once I got over the initial him killing me phase. I'm doing well, Jacob. Thanks for asking. Just apparently hot this evening. I don't know why it's so warm. Yeah, so I had I got a PlayStation 3 and I got like the Final Fantasy X and there were some other ones too, I think. It was basically my chance to catch up on all the games that I'd missed from the earlier versions of the PlayStation. Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest. I've lost track of what version of each they're on. It's like is it the PlayStation 5 that's the current one? If so, then I'm quite far behind. And Xbox One, I think, was the last one. Because I know they just came out with an Xbox. I liked it, Jacob. I'm excited to see how they're going to end it all. Of course, they have to keep ending everything on a cliffhanger. But I guess that's how they get people to keep coming back to watch it. Not that I wouldn't come back otherwise, but it's tricky of them. But yeah, I've been really enjoying Loki. I think that out of the Marvel TV shows that they've been coming out with, Winter Soldier, or Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki, that Loki's my favorite of the three so far. Unless they really botched the ending. Oh, his grandmother's sick. That's sad. I really wasn't knowing what to expect from the show because it didn't really have as much of a clear story going into it, but I think that's probably why I've liked it more, because it's something so different. I'm looking forward to seeing Black Widow too on the same note of Marvel discussion. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Hey, speaking of pineapples, pineapple. I had an item that I collected earlier and it was a ruby pineapple and I thought of you. I like the Winter Soldier character, so that's why I was interested in the show. But its story was a little bit more generic than the others. Yay for finishing work, Pineapple. I hope you didn't hurt yourself this time. You gotta stay safe. Shoot, I got a lot of people coming on to play games on the Switch. Thanks. I'll finally... Oh, wait, I think that was the... No, I thought I needed one more person. I need 4 more people. I need 4 more community members to level up. Oh, look at that. You guys are getting really good at this.
How about next time you help yourselves?
I know, you're rocking it, Pineapple. I'm so proud of you all. You show those boxes who's boss. Let me see. Oh, I have hiccups now too. I need a quest Quest, please. Oh, no, I can't do that quest. Forget about it. Forget about it. Well, then maybe you should get some sleep, Pineapple. You gotta be well rested. Doom, doom, doom. I pretty much have to do all the side quests in this game because they lock story progression at various points behind how large your community is, and you only gain community members by doing the quests. Not particularly. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want to see what's at the tip up here. Yeah, I thought there'd be a present. I want my treasure. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then just relax. Ah, my treasure. My treasure, come back. Baby, come back. Worth it. Ah, thank you. I had it down the other night because having it in my usual ponytail was giving me a headache. And Skelly and everybody was telling me that it looked nice, so I'm trying it down again. That's my long hair don't care phase. Whole wink wink. I don't think I do know what you mean, Pineapple. It's probably going over my head.
We made it.
Look, they
One of my favorite parts of adventuring.
the people built this bridge just while I was eating dinner. I look like a whole mushroom. Oh, a whole meal. A mushroom meal? A mushy mushroom meal. I don't know how people say things, Pineapple. People don't talk to me like that. Whoa, that's a lot of flowers. What? I mean, I don't know. I don't get out much, in case you can't tell. Well, thank you, Pineapple. I'll be the mealiest of mushrooms. I'm just gonna try and sneak in here and hope that I don't die. Look, it's the Cavern of the Seal.
That's not good.
What the heck was she screaming about?
You're coming with me, treasure.
I'm gonna get my treasure. I had rice with some chicken curry. It was like chicken mango coconut curry. Nothing I made. It was, well, the rice was leftover rice from Chinese food I had the other night, and the curry stuff was just a packaged thing that I heated up. But it tasted pretty good, and it makes me sound fancy. Item list. I'm gonna make sure my pockets aren't filling up. Uh-oh. My ox quarters are filling up. I really liked it. It doesn't smell the best, but it tastes good. I gotta get rid of stuff. How come I have to have so few of spaces for this? Can I get rid of things? No, I can't even get rid of things here. Oh, poo. I hope I didn't lose anything important. It goes to show I haven't been paying attention. Can I even sell stuff in this game? I have to be able to get rid of stuff in my inventory somehow. I played Overcooked last night? Or the night, sometime recently with Mandy and Adonaway and Iad Haney. Yeah. You weren't there, Pineapple, but I'll play. Oh, okay, thank you, Tippy. Sometimes the days kind of blur together. I would have played with you, Pineapple, but there wasn't any Pineapple to play with. But I can play with you whenever you want. I thought you said you couldn't play at night when you were working anyway. Whenever you want to play Overcooked, you want to play. I'm stuck in a loop here. Do you want to play Overcooked tonight? Is that what you're saying? I can do it if you want to play it. We get out at 12. Wait, are you not? It's. Oh wait, no, it's 12:03 for you. Right? So you got out early tonight. Okay, so you got off early. So you're home, I'm assuming. Come on, what can I do? I've got a pocket full of stuff and it's not sunshine. Hey, Mungo. Pineapple, are you showing up late for work? There's no... Who can I... There's gotta be a way to get rid of stuff that's in my pockets. Oh, okay. I just don't want you to get in trouble. Oh, there's somebody up there I can talk to. Join my community, random stranger. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. There you are. Hi. You want to join my community? Okay, so that's good. I don't want you to get in trouble. But from what I heard, you guys are doing so well, they couldn't get mad at you. Really? He didn't join my community. He had a star. Jerk. So were you wanting to play Overcooked Pineapple? Is that what you were saying? Maybe I have to go to town to sell my stuff. Maybe the garrison won't buy it. Excuse me, random deer person. Or maybe it's more of a horse than a deer. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. The famous Mr. Ed. You guys finished up with yours and just zoomed on over to the next one? You little eager beavers, you. So speedy. I mean, I've only been... I don't even know how long I've been going for. Let me see. The other night I went for like nearly 5 hours without realizing it, so... I've not even been going for an hour currently. I've got all... Pineapple, it doesn't matter. I have all the time in the world for you. Because you're so special to me. I have so much love. See, look, I even made it my hug thing. Let me see, hug my pineapple. See, much love. It's my favorite thing, telling everybody how much I love them and my love of puns. Ooh. Oh, look, there's another fart cloud. Excuse me. I don't want to fight you, my friends. I just want to get rid of the stink cloud that apparently you're all admiring. Oh, come on, don't die to a bunch of, whatever these things are. Ooh.
I've got a cracking ghost story for you.
You want to tell it now?
Yeah, it's a real spine tingler. Grandad once told me.
Thanks, Pineapple.
Kept me up at night for days.
No, please keep it to yourself.
Ooh, Adam wants to tell a ghost story. Too bad Jaz's not here. She always wanted me to read her ghost stories.
Light has some...
I can't read ghost stories, though. They're too spooky for me. I'd be too scared. And I can't hide or plug my ears if I'm the one doing the reading. Come on, yo. I haven't seen Jazz in ages, and I haven't talked to her either. I miss her. Her and Unicorn and the whole gang. We've all just drifted apart. We gotta drift back together again. What? You've been texting? She hasn't messaged me. I'm not sad or anything. I just miss her. I just was concerned that if she was doing alright. Ooh, that's an angry looking bird.
Worry about that later. Come on!
Wait. I want to hear your story, or you want to tell it to me in the voice chat? No, nice of you to take the time attacking me while I scratched my head, Jargon. Or Jagron. Alright. Well, just keep me posted on if you're wanting to play. Apparently my head itches. Oh, I'm dead! Or... it's a cutscene. I don't know. I can't tell. I wasn't paying attention to my health, but it was looking low if he killed me. Thanks for the host, Scully. I mean, I could have had him. I didn't need a cutscene if that was the case. He's like some sort of wolf-bird hybrid. Oh, not the children. Anything but the children. Stop. No, don't. Just run, maybe. Or let's just stand here and get attacked. That's cool too. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, no rush, Pineapple. Just let me know. I always like to play games with you, so just keep me posted. Thanks for the host, Elena Gilbert. Appreciate it.
My prince? I thought I told you to stop calling me that.
That's some jazzy tunes.
He's Minox, Questor of Malthus's blade.
Malthus's.
Alright, Pineapple, love you too.
He's one of the Questors at Indol. And Malos.
No worries, Elena, appreciate it, and thank you, Tippy. I got my big bottle and my straw. Otherwise, I'd probably wear it. Apparently, getting your water into your mouth is a very complicated process. I don't know why it's telling me that my party formation has changed since I'm doing this on New Game Plus. I already have all of these people in my party, so he wasn't technically added just now. Look, this fight is so much easier now that I have that added person that's been here this whole time. Oh, good grief, we just wiped the floor with him. Or her. Who am I to judge? Poor bird dog creature. Just wanted to live his best life, and we're just beating him up.
Laura, that's Jin.
I'm Mushroom.
Is Hayes.
Pleased to meet you.
Naive Mushroom, that is.
Jin, you don't mean from Torna? But 17 years ago, wasn't he enough?
His voice sounds familiar from something else. Alright, no problem, Tippy.
Sounds like a good story is all I'm saying.
You want to hear?
They're just having a nice casual conversation while whipping this poor monster. I mean, it's really having a bad day here. I feel kind of bad for it. It's got bird feet.
That was close. Thanks, Minoff. You're very capable, even on your own. Well, maybe I should thank him, or not?
Your core looks kind of different.
Laura, you don't just tell a person that.
Ah, well, I'm a flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
A being with human and blade cells. Made possible with Judician technology.
Judician.
That's how I can use my full strength anywhere, without my driver. But I'm pretty sure I'm a failed experiment, so to speak.
I never knew blades like that existed.
Flesh eaters.
What a novel concept, Jin.
What of Amalthus? Isn't he coming? Nah. I just heard rumors that you guys had entered Torna. I used my own initiative. Ah. It's been 2 years since I saw him last. Huh?
Look, Mimi, cutscene. Oh, you are a grumpy cat tonight. Whoop. There you go. Yes, I love you too.
I arrived too late.
Is that right? Was that their child? That soldier? Wasn't that the one from...
Such a cruel world we live in.
Huh.
In Indal, there are a great many paintings depicting all manner of hells. But I think real hell might be closer to something like this.
Aren't you a little ray of sunshine, Amalthus?
You can't.
I had hoped once that the architect might save us all.
Me. Mia? Mia, look, you're a streamer. Yeah? You like being a Twitch streamer, Mimi? Is that a no then?
I haven't seen it. I heard he went climbing up the world tree not long after. And brought divine revelations back with him.
Alright. Landing gear.
The Aegis. Malos.
But what kind of revelation is this? What kind of salvation? Could anyone call this salvation? His hope caused this, or his despair.
Despair?
How about you then? You're from the same stock?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. I have no particular interest in this world or its future.
And Malus himself?
His thoughts I'm especially uninterested in. We've never even met.
Please, don't mistake her. Despite the attitude, she's a good kid.
The hell is with that tone?
She's a bit petulant.
Acting all parental.
Oh, come on. I woke
Mimi.
you up. I make sure you get enough to eat.
What?
Cloud sea crab sticks are tasty, aren't they? You're very welcome. Although I don't think I'd have managed to eat 6 myself.
Huh.
What? You counted?
I don't know where you put all that.
Hey, I can't judge. I could put away them myself.
I need all the fuel I can get.
Monsters at Work. Is that a movie?
You are too easy to sneak up.
Is this
on.
something to do with
What are my
Monsters, Inc.?
expectations?
You little...
The Aegis, bested by a little kid.
Milton! Get back here!
Oh. Must be nice. It's been really hot here.
You know,
I even got the fan going.
if the architect really does exist,
Mia, stop that.
I'd quite like to meet him. Salvation, huh?
She's doing the thing where she sits on the knit blanket. She's sitting upright, and she takes one of her claws, and she just hooks it onto one of the threads, and you just hear rip, rip, rip. And I don't know why she does it, but it's annoying because I hear it. And she does that to me when I'm sleeping at night, so it wakes me up. Because you're sleeping, you just hear rip, rip. It's like a leaky faucet. Mia. Crazy cat.
Darkness falls early. Perhaps we should rest
Okay, I haven't actually heard of that, Jacob. I saw Monsters University, but not Monsters at Work. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm just going to run from one cutscene to the next.
Sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
You want to come here?
It's still quite rough, though.
Come here.
I'm a bit lacking in oomph.
I'm never lacking in
It'll
oomph.
take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Huh?
I'll tell you what, Jacob, it's not Mia.
That connection you have, human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond.
Here, say hi.
It's like that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, that's probably why I haven't heard of it then, Jacob.
It does make sense. Lady Laura is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
Say hi, Mimi.
You think?
Mia?
All right then.
Say hi.
Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
Apparently Mia minds.
It's all right by me.
Yeah. Too close for comfort, Mimi. She's a very vocal kitty to be.
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indal?
You were so nice and centered, Mimi. Alright, I gotta put you down. It's too hot to hold you.
What did you think?
You mean about him?
Whew.
Let's see.
She's nice and all. Sweet and cuddly.
In a word,
Well, unless you're holding her.
he
But
seems
it's just too
human,
hot this time of year.
protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indal have been quite grand.
Oh, too much hair. Nowhere to stick it.
The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
Hi, Mimi.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That wasn't really an answer, just saying.
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me.
My trusty chappy stick.
I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what a Malthus... No. What all of humanity really wants?
What, humanity wants to destroy itself?
You don't mean it.
Yeah, I bet that's really what they want.
Hey.
I never understood the whole bad guy
What are we
mentality
gonna
of like,
do
let's
if we
destroy
defeat
the
Malthus
world
and-
that I live on. Because where are you going to live then?
Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might.
He's going to pull a Thanos and just save the world or defeat the world and go off and farm. I'd go off and farm. I mean, I have played my fair share of Stardew's. I'm something of an expert, just saying.
Who is this?
Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right?
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think.
That sounds a
The
little
project
foreboding.
we spoke of before. I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean
A blade
a
eater.
blade?
Oh, a blade eater.
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
They hold the mighty
You
power.
can control him.
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay.
Alright, no problem, Jacob. See you in a bit.
I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way.
Anybody, I was just thinking, Tippy, when anybody talks like, you know,
He's on
hey,
your mind, isn't he?
his head's down, but he's looking up. This is how creepy
Not
people
him, but
talk.
what comes after?
I'm sure he's a totally swell guy. No nefarious purposes at all. It makes me dizzy doing that. My eyes are all floating around. I'm trying to take down Malice. Yeah, that's the plan. We must. He's already sunk the sea in Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of all the rest. Of course we can't, but he's the Aegis man. You can't just go up and try to fight them all on your own. I mean, we do have our own Aegis, just saying. Oh, you can when you've got another Aegis in the party. Word. What the heck? Word. Even still, in any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna and not necessarily to bring Malice to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peaceably. I bet that's gonna happen. Let's keep hoping. Oh, sorry. My nose is itching like crazy tonight. Oh, hoy! That, like that, Tippy? Oh, hoy! I'm not sure if I remember that. But then again, like I said, it's probably been at least 3 years since I've touched that game. You do that. It'll be a damn sight better than getting yourselves killed for no good reason. Ouch. Mineth here is a blade of a Malthus, just like Malus. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You're saying he's being realistic. I am being realistic. If it's a Malthus saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. You still trust him after everything he's done. Whatever he does, it's for his own benefit. You're just pawns in his game. We all are. It does seem better to act upon the information we do have rather than move around aimlessly. Alright, so what are we doing? Now, I join your little traveling troupe. How else am I going to keep tabs on you? Alright, sounds like a plan. We're going to the capital. I assume you're well equipped for the desert. I do enjoy a well-equipped dessert. Oh, I should get some ice cream. So we're just gonna go in there and collapse from desert fever. Fantastic. Desert fever? Hey, Poppy! What's up? How are you doing? What's wrong with that, Tippy? It's good to have a plan. I most often don't have a plan, so I'm not the best one to go to it for advice, but I hear they're supposed to be good. Let's see, an endemic disease caused by fungi. Oh, how dare you! My brethren would do no such thing. I'm trying to say that fungi cause endemic disease. Oh, I hope all's going well, sour cream. It's nice to get to talk to one's parents. Let's see, we need enough medicine for Adam, Hugo, Milton, Mikhail, and Laura. Yeah, isn't that just rude, Bops? I mean, come on. I would never do such a thing. Let's see, I have to go back to the camp. Enough antimycotics. You know what that means? Antimycotics? Anti-mushrooms. Or anti-fungus. Jerks. Tawny carrots and nest extract. Looking at the tawny carrots around the Torna grasslands, and to obtain the next extract. Good grief, that's hard to say. Next extract, we shall have to defeat Sommelier nests. Thanks for the host, Boppy. Well, that's good that you get to catch up. It's good to keep in touch with your folks. I talk to my parents regularly. I guess I need that as my active quest. It's my only quest. I gotta go. I'm gonna cross the desert to get a dessert. Oh! Let me go. Let me go. But lovely to have you in here, Sour Cream. I saw you. Whoa, that's a big drop. Talking about Liam getting his day out sounded nice in Discord. I'm glad things can go somewhat back to normal for y'all. Let me see. Where am I supposed? Oh yeah, that's where I'm supposed. Over here. Up. Any. Go. That is true, Tippy. I enjoy the time that we have.
Well, shall we continue?
Look, I did a thing. I made it so that the emotes come across the screen. I was so proud of myself. I thought it was going to be something difficult, but it wasn't. Hey there, Mungo. Prince Adam and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here in order to obtain some desert traversing preparation? I keep wanting to say dessert now that I was making fun of it earlier. Bang on the mark. Here's enough tawny carrots and nest extract. You know, I'm pretty sure they were saying next before instead of nest. Huh. Either my mind is on the fritz, I was misreading, or they had a typo. I remember complaining about the fact that it was hard to say next, X, because having those sounds next to each other was hard for me to say. For several people's share of remedies. Stupid mosquito. A flying insect of some sort. Oh, very good. It never hurts to be well provisioned. You have no idea how touched I am. Oh, how touched am I. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the Resistance and the people of Valletta. Looks like you've finally found it within you to bear the burdens of Torna, your majesty. Wonderful. I'm not sure I follow you either. To think this day would finally come, the long years I've spent waiting for your majesty to ascend the throne. I think something just bit me on my back. Yes, his majesty the king has a kind heart, no doubt about it. A little too kind at times to do what he must. I feel that many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the prince could offer. Prince Adam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. You know, I'm right there with you, Hugo. Do I have irresistible charisma? Look at my smolder. Your Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say. Prince Adam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that your Majesty has at least an equal portion. I concur absolutely with a G on your Majesty. Yo, what about me? No one's complimenting me. I really think you're making too much of this charisma of mine. Anyway, I could never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? Well, that's a terrible shame, if you ask me, your majesty. I don't know if you were serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, that kind of talk is unwise, to say the least. Prince Zedar is notoriously insecure. If he heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting? It's alright for some. Ha! Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. Well, I was certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, your majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. And you can stop addressing me as your majesty. Alright, give me some medicine. Ah, yes, the purpose of your visit. Forgive me, I got a little sidetracked there. I'll take the ingredients. Oh, I can relate to finding stuff that from your grandmother. It's sad. I came across, actually, I was doing some cleaning myself, and a clock of my grandmother's, and she had a sticker on the back where she wrote down when she changed the battery to, I guess, keep track of how often she had done it. And it doesn't seem like much, but it's just the little things to keep track of and have a piece of them still there. Because I'd had the clock for a while, and I never had really noticed that was on the back until recently. And I got a little emotional about something so simple, but it meant a lot to me.
Great. Another problem solved.
I miss my grandmother. She was my biggest supporter. Let me see. I gotta go this way. Let me just sneak over here to my quick travel point. Actually, I'm gonna go here. No, actually, I want to go here. I thought there was something downstairs, but there's not. I was really close to my grandmother, though, so I don't have to regret that at all. I just miss her. That's nice. Your grandmother's the worst grump in the world, but... Oh, is she the one that wants your kids to go, like, fling dog poo at the neighbors? I think I've heard some stories. Come on, I just wanted to get my treasure in peace. Leave me be. Oh, you're all the way back here. Well, that's interesting that the address is the same as your birthday. Was it a coincidence or was it intentional? I mean, that's one feisty grandmother you got there, Sour Cream. I think she's probably gonna live forever. With how, she's gonna be too stubborn to not. What did that get me? I got a waterfall or something. Apparently this is not the way I'm supposed to be going. Let me climb this tree. Ooh, I was a little wobbly. Oh, okay, so they picked it because it was your birthday. That is sweet. That's nice. We've never had anything like that. All of our addresses have just been random.
I think we've been spotted.
Really? Why? Why am I just getting mixed up here?
I guess they had backup.
That's a cliff. My grandmother was a little bit of a firecracker in a sweet way. I mean, she was a hoot. Like she had a similar sense of humor to me and everything too, but she wasn't kind of evil like your grandmother. I wouldn't say that either. I guess she's pretty wild. Oh, that's too bad that you were that much as a child, but at least you grew up to realize it later on that to get close with them. It was really sweet to pick your birthday. I'll be fair, I probably wouldn't have realized something like that myself. It's rough, sour cream, when you don't have the rest of your family to support you, but I'm glad that you all had at least one person in your lives that could be there. Because sometimes that's all it takes. Because that one person can make the world of difference.
Very good. We can stay here for the day.
I know my grandmother has always been my biggest supporter.
Something wrong?
No, but
I just feel kind of bad that she passed
this
before I
place is
could.
familiar somehow.
She passed before I graduated
feels
from
like
school and
home.
everything to show her like how
Is
far
it
I had come.
possible you've been here before?
She always liked to brag
haven't
about me
really.
to her friends and everything.
But still,
But then again, what grandmother doesn't?
Maybe you could just have a little walk around. Something might jog your memory.
yeah, maybe so.
Let's trip down memory lane. I'm gonna have to go hug Mia extra tight, and she's gonna hate that. Hey, Buzz. But the age difference always sounds worse when you're younger, but then you hear about these days of grown-ups and so on that have 30-year age differences, and oh, it's fine because they're adults and so on. Because 7 year, or no, pardon me, I can't do math. 6 years isn't that big of an age difference. It sounds like a sweet guy, sour cream. If you're planning on crossing the Danag Desert, from here it'd be a good idea to rest up at the end, even though it's tough out there in the desert, even for strong drivers and blades. Okay, that was a... Oh. Oh! Join my community! Join my community! Or not. That's fine too. I hope... Ooh, hiccups. Only need 4 more people to join my community. You! Join my community! Ooh. Certainly rare to meet drivers and their blades. I came here to investigate monsters. Ha! It's quite the life for an old lady. Wouldn't trade it for the world. You seem like reliable young tykes. Maybe I'll teach you about it someday. If you want to know more about this village, though, you'll have to ask someone else. I'm just a visitor here. So that's a similar age difference, Tippy, to Sour Cream and her husband. Hey, Fut, look. It's a monster granny just for you. Maybe she'll get along with your grandmother. Well, that's too bad to hear, Sour Cream. I'm sorry. I don't want to open any treasure chests until I can clean out my inventory. It was just funny timing after talking about everybody's grandmothers that I just happened to come across Monster Granny Martha. Whoa, cool. It's been ages since I saw drivers and blades. This village is so small, it's only got 2 houses and an inn. Can one really call it a village at that point? Oh boy, I want to come play with Benny. Benny and the Jets. Do you get along well with your... Oh, wait, never mind, of course. You just said you were talking to your father. Yo, Tio! Don't have much to share with you. I only have one relative left at this point. It's the grandmother on my father's side, but we've unfortunately never been all that close. But I do still speak with her somewhat regularly. Not quite yet. I'm not really sure if there's anything I'm supposed to do, though. To be fair, I've always been closer to my father as well. But I'm not as far from my mother as you are with yours, but we've never necessarily gotten along all that well. Okay, so I can't go out the door.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Oh my goodness, that was a cacophony of vegetables. I'm sorry to hear that about your mom, but it's always rough when your own parents are the ones that you can't get along with.
Aren't we intrepid?
They're supposed to be the ones that are always there for you.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Well, that's too bad to hear, Tippy, too. Do you have much of a extended family? I never had that experience. I've got one aunt, and then otherwise it was pretty much just my grandparents and my immediate family. We don't come from a very large family. Which I guess is nice in a sense, but I never got the whole experience of having, like, cousins and so on and so forth, and all the other family members that a lot of people have. Did I come over here? Can I go inside? You're in. No. I guess I'll talk to Tio. Hey, Tio. I have a niece and a nephew now. I haven't actually got to meet my nephew yet because of COVID, because he was born during the pandemic. So hopefully I'll get to see him soon. Guess I'll stay at the end. But I have got to meet my niece a couple of times. She's really cute and very smart. She's probably smarter than me already at the age that she is.
Hey, you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you? Ornelia? No, I'm...
Oh wow, you do have quite a family to be.
Defense Corps. It is you!
Yeah, we never had the type of family that would have, like, family get-togethers and reunions and stuff, because it was just us.
Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sour cream, it is what it is.
Our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts. House?
Oh, that felt good. I was able to pop my back.
I'll check out the back.
Good.
And I like it, but then again, it's all that I'm used to, so I don't have experience otherwise. I just want to say I checked all these houses before staying at the end, and that picture wasn't there. Or maybe it was, and I just didn't pay attention. I'm sorry, sour cream. I hope it cools off soon. It was actually during Moonlight Stream. I asked Google, and he told me that it was in the 70s here. Hold on. Hey Google, what is 76 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
76 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 24.444 degrees Celsius.
So it was like 24 degrees Celsius here this evening, which is really not normal for this time of year.
How terribly desolate.
But then again, we did have rain earlier, so that probably influenced it.
It's been 90 years, but what is it? Did you remember?
Although it is hot inside.
No, it's nothing.
You have pulp. It
Really?
doesn't help too having basically like 10 pounds of hair though.
I'd like to have learnt about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change. Laura, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
Huh? But
That was such an awesome line.
Easy there, Laura.
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
but
I don't think any girl could refuse you.
no.
It's good to hear that you found a way to work to heal that worked for you, Tippy. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
You know it.
I've never really been good about talking about my feelings myself.
What do you
I'm the type of person that likes to internalize everything. So maybe something like that would be a good idea to try.
Good times, smiling faces.
I've never been much of a sharer.
Ornelia here.
That's something I need to work on. Welcome back, Jacob.
Standing next to you with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo
Really?
of us together. I'm sorry. When did this become a group thing?
Look, it's our family picture from back with the Pineapple Posse. Just keep adding everybody into the picture.
Well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before.
It even has the children in the bottom from
If I may say,
Scully's stream. Naive Pineapple and
Experiences.
Moonbeam Bop. That was the other one's name. I looked at the family picture the other day just to see how remind myself. See, there's Naive Pineapple and Moonbeam Bop and all the rest of the Pineapple Posse. I'm gonna take a picture for myself. I don't know. Did you see Sour Cream in Discord? Scully Foxy posted a picture of Bigfoot recently, so I'm assuming that at least that one's doing well.
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one.
I'm not used to having all this hair down.
Right.
It keeps getting in my way.
So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what.
The sad
caused
part
the flood.
is that the family portrait in the game kind of ended up the same way as the Pineapple
Hey, Laura.
Posse. Only our story's not
You were
quite
looking
so
for
sad,
your
I guess.
right? Did you get separated during
We
the
need
war?
to get the gang back together.
If only that
Good
were
night,
the
Jacob.
case.
Thanks for hanging out, as always.
There are some things you don't
Have a
know
wonderful
about me.
evening.
Things?
We were just talking about you, Scully,
Oh. Okay.
and all the, wanting to know how the babies are doing.
Used to work as hired help.
What did
Once
I do
met
now,
Torna,
Sour
She
Cream?
was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10.
Scully's like Beetlejuice. You say her name and she shows
Things
up.
immediately turned bloody.
I know,
Had to get
Sour
out of there
Cream.
in a hurry.
I've been.
17 years later, here
I'm
I am.
always around in Discord
Wow. You don't
and
look
streams and
27.
so on,
I
so
would've said
we've
20
got to
at
get
most.
everybody else's butts kicked back in there.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I figured you probably weren't sleeping, Scully. What with you being here talking to us?
Just like me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah, like plenty of kids out there. That's why I'd like to help. stand by them, just like Jin always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family.
Look, I'm a snake.
Right? Don't you think, Mick?
I don't know why. Just jam into the music.
What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
It's fine.
Oh no, sour cream. I hope you all are still staying safe. I hope you've got. Wait, you're not impressed with my dancing?
You can tell.
I'm offended.
Sorta.
Just for that.
Well, I'm feeling all inspired now.
Now you can't see me.
Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
I have my towel on hand for when my hands get sweaty while playing. So I'll cover it up if you're not impressed with my awesome dance moves.
You can join in, you know.
I do it for myself.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
not
was gonna say,
what
I mean, I'm not offended if you weren't impressed with my dance moves either,
I happen to think
because I know they're
you
not the
have a lot
best.
going for you,
But yeah,
you know?
90 is pretty horrible, especially if you don't have air conditioning. I just hope you all are staying safe. And like I said, one of the most important things is staying hydrated. I still have trouble with that myself, and I'm used to living in the heat.
Should we?
That's why I've got my
really
giant
bring
water
the kids
cup.
along?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight.
I mean, apparently I'm comfortable dancing here with you all, but I can't dance in public. Like I went to school dances and didn't dance, not because I didn't have anybody to dance with, but because I didn't know what to do or like feel comfortable doing it. Going to parties and so on, and
There's still no harm
now I'm like, yeah, look at me go here, getting my groove on. I'm a lean, mean dancing machine.
How long have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
What?
What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Oh, I hope so too. Because the last thing you want is a forest fire.
Sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Ow. Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum.
At least around here, we almost are always in a drought during the summertime, and having 4th of July and people having their illegal fireworks going off and starting fires. But fortunately, we're not in a drought this year currently from all the rain we've been having. That we seem to have eked by there.
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Oh, Tibby, way to rub it in. I would love it if it was that temperature here.
Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
No, I haven't. Is it because of Elsa? I'm sure there's just tons of jokes going around given that they named it Elsa. We got a little bit of rain here today in the morning. It only lasted less than, like, 10 minutes probably.
Morning.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Oh no, that's too bad. I thought Elsa was mostly over towards the East Coast than the Gulf.
Before, you said if you
Oh, there's a thing where they specifically come up to stay in the forest. Well, hopefully nobody's an idiot.
I don't have the heart to leave them here.
And if not, that you keep your tires inflated. Oh, thank you for the raid.
They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
Oh.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think
Hey, Mandy and Woodwinds, and apparently everybody that I know coming in the raid. Welcome in. Thank y'all for coming over, playing a little Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. Thank you for the follow, Alpha Jin. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just talking about not starting forest fires over here. Oh, thank you for the sub, Woodwinds. I can't believe it's been 3 months already. Time flies when you're having fun with all of you. So, hi, Kirik. How was your stream? What'd you play? Something fun, I hope? Thank you, Bops, for the shout out. I hope y'all are having a great evening or day, depending on where you are, since I know for Scully it's afternoon. Oh, toilets! I've had my fair share of conversations about toilets. I was just informed yesterday by Scully that apparently toilets spray 2.7 feet when you flush them. And that's why you shouldn't have your toothbrush in the bathroom. Which does bring me to a question, if you're not supposed to have your toothbrush in there to keep it germ-free and so on, when you go to flush your toilet, you have to bend over the toilet to flush it, so you're still getting a face full of, spray there, so really, why does it matter if your toothbrush is there? I'm just wondering in that regard, because it came to me when I was flushing the toilet myself. Okay, I suppose that makes sense, Keurig. But this is my problem. I don't think logically. I close the lid of the toilet. Just leave it up and let it spray everywhere. Thank you, sour cream. See, you get me. I never really thought about what the point of the lid was. Everybody's correcting me. I appreciate it. To be fair, I don't have a toilet lid currently because my toilet seat's broken. And hopefully that's getting fixed soon because I'm getting rather sick of it being a magic carpet ride every time I try and go to the restroom and the toilet seat's slip sliding around. I never really thought about closing the toilet seat, so that does make sense. Thank you for correcting me. I don't know, Scully, about the whole bidet thing. I've heard they're supposed to be more sanitary than a regular toilet, but I don't know. I'm not European, so I'm the plain old American, toilet paper is best paper. Although I suppose they probably were quite handy back in the pandemic when you couldn't get toilet paper. Get some sleep, Alpha Gen. It was lovely to meet you. But yeah, you need to get some sleep. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody as my head disappears. Hello. Hello from the other side. I mean, hey, I may not know much about many topics of conversation, but I do know my toilet talk. My cat loves the toilet too. Oh, here, let me show you my cat. Yes, my name is Naive Mushroom, and I'm a couple streamer with my friend here, Mia. I suppose couple's not quite the right word. You're okay. Here's my partner in crime. Oh yes, Keurig. I do enjoy a good blast from the past. There's my Mimi. Oh! Mimi! Mimi! There you go. Mimi! Nah, she just likes her close-up more than she does her wide-angle shot. That's what I keep telling myself, Scully. Hey, Mimi, what's over here? What's over here? Mia is a very sweet and loving cat. She just gets very, very vocal when picked up. There she is. Yes, you're just a grumpy Gus when you're held. Hey. There you go. Yeah, she also licked her lips, Alpha, so I'm not sure if that's a sign of love or a sign of her imagining how tasty I am going to be in my sleep when she gets her revenge. See, Woodwinds, I ask myself all the time when Moonlight has Chew on screen. The only difference is that Chew's a nice, sweet, loving cat, and me is a little firecracker. Good night, Alpha Jean. Have a wonderful evening. Mia says good night. Right, Mimi? Oh, aren't we a little pistol? Let me put you back on the bed and get a towel because I have cat fur all over my hands. Ugh. She's shedding like the Dickens. To be fair, Bops, I also have a gray tabby too. Just like their Maddie, right? Is I believe the other cat's name. No, Scully, we're not mentioning that. She puked in my bed for my birthday, and my birthday's not for another year now, so hopefully there'll be no more puking in my bed. Yes, my other cat is a gray tabby, and she's the exact opposite of Mia. Completely calm, doesn't make a sound, just lovely, sweet everything. Mia, on the other hand, is just 100% pure, wild, unrestrained energy. But that's only when she's held. If I if I'm laying down or something, she'll come and snuggle up against me or try and lay on my chest. Or if I'm once again going back to the toilet talk, if I'm sitting on the toilet, suddenly it's, hey, let me jump on your lap and demand attention. No worries, Keurig. I think probably most people wouldn't be a cat person if they were introduced to Mia. But I did have a dog back as a kid, which, to be fair, Mia thinks she's a dog, I'm pretty sure. She's just a dog in cat form. Let me just get through this lengthy conversation. I don't know. I mean, somebody could break in and be like, "Oh, what an adorable little kitty," and then pick her up, and it's just all hell breaks loose. She did get me on my nose. She was just a little grumpy Gus. I just really want to build up my community. Oh, finally, I can add. Hey, Bops, I can add Monster Granny to my community. In honor of your grandmother, I'm adding her. Oh my, can it be? You've actually defeated every last one of the unique monsters. Actually, yes, I have. And another playthrough. I never really thought it would happen in my lifetime. I thought for sure I was going to have to ask my grandchildren to finish the job. I'm stunned. I finally have everything I need to complete my comprehensive guide to the unique monsters of Allrest. I'm sure this will become a valuable resource a few centuries down the line. I made an old woman's dream come true. That really warms my heart to hear.
You really shouldn't have.
I helped Monster Granny, and she's joined my community. Now I just need 3 more to level up. To be fair, Keurig, this game came out on the Switch, so saying that it has PS2 graphics probably isn't a huge compliment for it. It came out, I believe, back in 2017? But yeah, it really hurt me, or not really hurt me, but it was a little depressing when I was talking with, I think it was Moonlight the other day, about Banjo-Tooie, and I looked it up, and to find out that it came out back in 2000, so come November, it'll be old enough to drink in the US. I didn't realize it was that old. Wait, what did Frankie do, Mandy? I feel like there's a story to be told there. I love stories about people's crazy animals, because it makes me feel better about my crazy animal. It's a good game, Elena, if you haven't played it. I really like it. Yes, sour cream, it's gonna be legal come November. I'm gonna buy it a drink. I'm gonna be the first one. I love Banjo-Tooie. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Wait, he has another quest? I think I like Tooie a little bit more than the first one, though. Oh, cheers! Is your birthday in November too, Elena? Here, you want my meat? Take my meat. Oh, okay. My cats did that back when they were kittens, Mandy. I had to have them quarantined because they came from the shelter with, I think is it ringworm that they get that spreads so quickly? So I had to have them quarantined so that they wouldn't spread it. And in the meantime, so I had the cat boxes in the room they were in, and every time I'd go to clean it, Mischief, who basically there was nothing to her at that age, was just basically bone, tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. And nowadays she's like this big, would always love, we take the lid off the box and there's Mischief just making a poo. I guess she liked to have an open air cat box. But nowadays, when I scoop them, they don't care. You would think they'd want to rush in to use the nice clean cat box. And it's just, nope, no thank you. Yes, happy early 21st birthday, Elena.
Only what His Majesty asks.
Make sure you have a nice big Banjo-Tooie themed party. I mean, I could think of worse themes to have for a birthday party. Maybe that's the reason nobody asks me to celebrate their parties for them, or to be their party planner. Now that I think about it, maybe my ideas aren't that great. I don't know where Mischief is. She's probably avoiding me. Which is funny, because the nice, calm, sweet cat doesn't really have anything to do with me, whereas the one that you would think hates my guts from the way she sounds is glued to my side. I put her down after all that noise she made and taking a little swipe at me, and she's laying down right next to me now. I didn't even do anything exciting for my birthday. To be fair, though, I'm guessing that your 21st birthday probably isn't that exciting in the UK, because don't you all drink at 18, is it? Or earlier? Because, you know, just the legal age is whatever. I didn't even do anything exciting for my birthday. Well, no, I didn't do anything exciting. I did see Moonlight Crossing stream, which was pretty exciting. And then I had a party with Bops for Sour Cream on her Animal Crossing island. So that was pretty wild and crazy. Yeah. It's never really been much of a thing, Elena. It's just kind of one of those things here, at least, that it's like the last milestone to reach, so to speak. So even if you're not into drinking, it's just, you know, here you get your driver's license at 16, you drink at 21, and then after that, it's just, you get older. Hey, my name is Dennis. How you doing? I'm doing well. Nice to have you. Am I going in the right direction? Okay, good. I'm supposed to get to the desert. So, I mean, after that, the only thing that you have to look forward to is just another year of circling the world, or however the people say it. I am supposed to go out for a dinner with my father, though, to have a joint.
Sorry. I think there's something in my eye.
Oh, yes, you know, can't forget being able to rent cars. That's the important stuff right there. Oh, happy early birthday, Nulscan. I can't wish Scully Foxy a happy birthday because she never would let me know when her birthday was, despite me thinking I had it figured out with all the clues I was given. Oh, Australia sounds like a really beautiful place to visit, Elena, so I hope you get to go at some point. I wouldn't be surprised, Noel. I'm not trying to get it out of you. I'm just saying that I just wanted to wish her a happy birthday, so I guess any day could be her birthday, so happy birthday, Scully. I think you did tell me that you were celebrating it for, what was it, 8 weeks or something? Oh yeah, I do like Jin. It's easier for me to cancel his attacks, Dennis, than the other ones. I'm not as used to them as I was the main game characters to know how to properly cancel for the extra damage. Let's see, 3 months. Okay, it's pardon me, so it's like closer to 12 weeks than 8 weeks. If that's the case and I celebrate like you, then today's still my birthday as well. So everybody please wish me a happy birthday, for my birthday is still happening, according to Scully's way of calculating. Thank you, Scully. Thank you. Thank you so much for thinking about me on my birthday. And Elena, oh, thank you all. It means so much to me. You're so kind. So sweet. But yeah, I just never really did anything exciting for my birthday. Even as a kid, back in the day was the typical, like, go to a bowling alley or have a party at the movie theater, but it was basically just any other day. I'm supposed to find treasure. I love you too, Scully. I love all of you. See, I'm right there with you, Sour Cream. I still have... I'm going to do a dinner with my father because my birthday was basically around the same time as Father's Day, so we just double up and knock it out together. We often do that, though. Ew, Titan's ulcer. Because whenever my birthday falls on a Sunday, it's the same day as Father's Day, so we're used to sharing the holiday. I actually have been to a movie theater recently. I saw Raya in the theater back around March, and then I saw the whole Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, whatever that ridiculous title is. And I don't mind going to the theater too much around here because it's basically every time I go is a private showing. Because no one else is in there but me. I died. I mean, I haven't felt comfortable going to a restaurant, but I haven't minded going to a theater because I think everybody else around here is avoiding the movie theaters. So, like I said, I went... Oh, thank you for the host, Mandy. I went to a movie I went on June 30th because I had a free ticket that was expiring, and I figured I might as well go see a free movie. And there was less than 5 other people, and I was in the very back of the theater, and they were all at the very front of the theater. So I felt safely distanced from them. Good night, Mandy. Lovely to see you as always. Please get some sleep. Have a great night. Actually, I think I should change my level. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Let me see, I think we're around the 35s here.
I fight for my friends.
I fight for myself.
More power? Don't mind if I do.
Is a food's night's rest when you get dinner in bed? It's like the nighttime version of breakfast in bed. Because that sounds really amazing too. I guess it's a good thing Scully doesn't have my number, because given the 14-hour time difference, I find it that she might be a little bit meddlesome in that regard. Like, hey, Naive, what are you doing? Are you sleeping? What's up? But then again, she's always on my case to sleep, so I don't think she'd do that. See, now we've started something. Everybody wants a food's night's work. I can't say that. Food night's rest. I can't imagine you being troublesome, Scully. You're too sweet. Such a nice person. Oh no. That is a good point. I forgot you had my number. But I have your number too, Sour Cream, so turnabout's fair play. You harass me and I'll harass you. That was just to be fair when I had to send out the Mounties or whatever the Canadian police are to find you if something happened to you. Since you live in the middle of nowhere. Elena, you need to get some sleep. I mean, not that I'm one to judge, because Scully's probably going to call me out from the fact that I never go to sleep myself. Wait, 40? There's 40 now, Dennis? Is that like when the seats rumble when you see the movie? I hear that, Keurig. I'm the type of person that, like, my way of joking is basically just teasing people and borderline insulting them, maybe, depending, I guess, on how the person takes it. I have more of the dry, however you say it, acerbic sense of humor. No, you can't tell me that, Scully. I'm streaming. Look at that. I'm the boss here. You're not the boss of me, even though you are. I can't go to sleep anyways. Look, the sun's up. And I'm told I'm not supposed to go to sleep when the sun's up. I guess I'm supposed to actually be doing a quest here. Oh, there it is. Excavate. Excavate. Anytime you want to excavate. There we go.
Something's buried down here. Don't have to tell me twice.
I like how you specifically have an emote to tell people to go to bed because you tell so many people to go to bed. So that means that you can stay up even later, Sour Cream. The party's not going to stop, ever. Alright, I got treasure. Confetti cannons? Now that sounds like my type of movie experience. I love any excuse to whip out a confetti cannon. I'm still actually waiting for my chance to whip out my glow stick that apparently I've been keeping on hand here for a special occasion. I'm right there, Keurig. The last time Scully got mad at me, I was playing a game with Pineapple, and we were up until the morning time, and Pineapple said that the sun was out where she was at. She's an hour ahead of me. And Scully was getting on her case for being up that late/early. And my response is that my blinds were shut, so I couldn't see that the sun was out. It's like Schrodinger's cat, you know. If I don't know that the sun is up, it may be, it may not be. And in my mind, it's not. I could stay up forever in that case. What the heck hit me? Just over here minding my own business. Hi, are one of you my quest giver? Hey, you can't get me. I'm on the upper level. Come at me. I'm in Texas, Keurig. Oh, I'm about to die. I got too busy making fun of that guy. I guess that's what I get for taunting the enemy.
You underestimated the enemy. Let us learn from
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense that it would coincide with what happens, that they're not going to randomly like shoot off the confetti cannon at a sad point in the movie. Like, oh no, the hero's dog just died. Time for confetti! I found the treasure. Thank you, sour cream. Didn't you tell me that already? Wait now, why are you soliciting messages? Did I miss something? Ooh, I don't think I have anything like that around here though, Dennis. The most we ever had was, I think it was D-Box, where the seats would rumble. I'm doing it for you all, Skelly, after you all told me the other night when I had it down, so I'm trying to keep it down, even if I don't just start poking at it randomly because I'm not used to having it down. Apparently Scully is having consensual messaging with you, or solicited, since the other way sounds a little bit weird in context. Pineapple! I thought you'd forgotten about me. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to get Woodwin's permission to message him. Thank you, Elena.
Aren't you glad you asked us?
It's really hot. This, I don't know, it looks nice and all, but it's so incredibly, I have so much hair. It's so thick, and I haven't gotten it cut during the pandemic. It's longer than I've ever had it, and it's so hot. I usually get, I'm like having a dog that goes outside in the summertime where you take it to the groomer and get the summer shave so that it doesn't overheat. That's usually me, and I get my summer haircut and get it up to like about my chin or so. I used to try and tell you to go to bed, sour cream, but that's a lie because we just enabled each other to stay up later. We were a bad pair. The pineapple posse just made each other more poorly behaved. Wait, bad news? Pineapple, why do you have bad news? You told me you had a good story, I thought. Speaking of stories, oh, so that means no cooking mayhem, I'm assuming, Pineapple. Nah, Scully, she told me that they had a really good night tonight. But We can always play Overcooked another day. I'm always here for you, Pineapple. But Scully, they finished their work 20 minutes early today, and they stacked more boxes. I'm so proud of my little Pina. Or, I guess, technically, Pineapple is what I was usually calling her. But good thing we've got the voice chat sour cream. It's like being there. But if I was there, I would help you up your stairs. I know. I'm so proud of Pineapple. She's all grown up. What the heck? Why am I running in circles? Now I'm playing games like Moonlight and just not actually doing the game. Ooh, look! A fart cloud. I can handle that. And I don't feel bad calling them fart clouds because the game literally came out and said that the ether miasmas are essentially Titan farts. Yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't. It's not easy to tell if you're not familiar with the game. But let me pull up the map. The gameplay takes place on giant living creatures called Titans, and apparently they emit ether. I don't know the whole lore about that, but the clouds are farts, basically. So one of my characters can fan the farts away. And I get to collect items when I fan the farts. I mean, I wish my farts were like that in real life, where I got items away. Oh, I'm surfing! I'm surfing! I'm still surfing. That was exciting. You can kind of see... Oh, sorry. That's her bottom. There's the world tree. I don't know where the head is on this Titan. I guess back that way. Excuse me. I don't want to fight you. Pineapple's stacking boxes at Lowe's during the summer with her sister, right, Pineapple? Can't touch this. Can't touch this. No. Okay, he's gonna kill me just because I'm not reckless. Please don't kill me. I just didn't want to. Oh yeah, and your uncle.
We must not let this stop us.
We'll need to take a different approach this
I
time.
didn't actually find this one to be that short, Dennis, but then again I went for... Oops, wrong button. I went for 100% completion on it the first time I played it, and now I'm on my new game plus. So I've just playing Torna here. I'm so far nearly 57 hours into it. That's more than a lot of people get for a full price game, and this was just DLC. Where am I supposed to go? What is a formator? That sounds impressive. Well, I mean, the problem with this game, Dennis, is a lot of people rush through it, and you can't rush through it, especially since you had to do the community to progress the story. And they're like complaining that it pads the time, which I never understood, because to me, quests are part of a game, and I always try and do all my quests, at least when I'm playing on my own time.
See? I knew you could do it.
I mean, 60 hours for just a DLC game. I've gotten less time out of that than full price games that I've played. I mean, Pineapple, if you want to play Overcooked with me, I'm down to play Overcooked with you. Or otherwise, you can just tell me about the story of the mysteriously disappearing bandage. If you don't want to play the quest, then why are you playing the game? Because, yeah, there's the main story, but they wouldn't put quests in if they didn't want you to play the game. So I never really understood that whole complaint about not wanting to play quests. Have you played... I don't remember if you told me. Did you play the first Xenoblade game, Dennis?
Can we use this?
Down. Give me all those items. Because that one has a huge number of side quests in it. And I did all of those as well because I find it interesting. Now, if I were to stream that game, I probably wouldn't because it's a heck of a lot of quests. But just playing it on my own, I enjoy them. Let's see. So the I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Forminator. Formator was in charge of training for the warehouse. Ah, yeah. That sounds like a pretty important job, making sure that your employees don't kill themselves on the forklifts. I can't remember what chapter I'm in, it's been so long. I'm midway through playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. I need to get around to playing that and beating it. But I haven't played any of the Xenogears games. Or whatever the precursors were. If only because I didn't have a system. I didn't know about them. Let me see. What is today? Not that I don't know. Today's Thursday. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming Pineapple.
I've only ever read about this place.
And a fine locale it is too.
From what I've heard about Pineapple's propensity for causing mayhem and mishaps, it might be best to steer clear of forklifts for a little bit of time. Look at that sunset. Let me make sure I'm not walking off a cliff here to admire the sunset. Excuse me, your booty's in my way. That's pretty. Oh yeah, I forgot about Xenosaga. I haven't played either of them. I may have to see if there's a way to emulate them or something, because I believe that any of the actual games are horribly marked up now, because the popularities of the Xenoblade games has increased popularity in those, and since they're not in print anymore, it's hard to find copies of them. I'm not really sure where I'm going. I'm just admiring the sights. Oh hey Pineapple, I'm excited to play Overcooked. I'll have to temper my anticipation though, because I was so excited to play with you tonight, you know, but now I'm gonna cry because I can't. Maybe the Sacred Staircase is the way to go. Shoot, I didn't realize they were that high. I'm glad that they've come out with a lot of the games that I used to play back in the day digitally, like the Banjo games. Digitally, so that I don't have to worry about keeping my Nintendo 64 in pristine working order. Even back when it was new, my A button, I think it was, stuck pretty badly on the controller. And so it always kind of made a popping sound or wouldn't be really responsive. And so I can only imagine if I were to whip it out of whatever closet it's in currently, how well it would have withstood all these years. I always meant to try and get somebody to look at it to see if it could be fixed.
That's what gives us hope.
Somebody was just talking about Dark Cloud the other day. I think it was Tippy. I remember hearing about that game, but those games, but I'm not too familiar with them. Oh wait, no problem, Pineapple. I don't want to rush into something if it's not going to work out. I'll just have to it's like if it's going to be like Christmas, you know, waiting for Santa to come. It's going to be me waiting to play Overcooked with Pineapple. Yeah, it was Tippy. Boy. Given both of you mentioning it, I'm probably going to have to look into it to see what it's all about. Alright, that's obviously not the way I'm supposed to go, since that's the earlier section. I want to cross the desert. Oh, I think that's the capital straight ahead. Ooh. The most recent game I've played that has had a fairly high level of customization was Dragon's Dogma. I say recent because I'm pretty sure that's another somewhat older game that was brought over to the Switch. But I quite enjoyed that game, even if the story was a little lacking. The gameplay was quite fun. I think we were too busy laughing at ourselves, Pineapple, and everybody was just along for the ride. Because we're a little chaotic when it comes to Overcooked, but I think in the best possible way. I'm stuck on a rock. There we go. I don't really understand why I walked over that rock, which was just as high.
If we must,
Sorry, giant spider person, but I don't want to fight you.
They keep coming.
Just leave me be. Leave me be. I just want to climb this hill in peace.
This is.
I've never played any of the Baldur's Gates 2. Aren't they a little bit more like text-based RPGs, where it's mostly done through dialogue options? Wait, my character in this game, Pineapple? Do you like my thighs, Pineapple? Do you like my thighs, Pineapple? Excuse me, your skirt's in the way, sir. There you go. There's my thighs. Or she's got thighs like my real life thighs. They're a little bit. Actually, no, my thighs aren't that thin. I have a back to what Tippy and I were talking about earlier about not getting through our backlogs. I have at least one Dragon Age game. I'm not sure which one it is that I haven't ever played because it's in my backlog. But yeah, I have Dragon's Dogma, and I've beaten it. I'm currently trying to fill in my I can't think of my bestiary, I guess it is. You know, to get 3 stars on all the enemies, and there's still a few that I'm missing, so I go back to it periodically to try and fill in my missing knowledge stars for my pawn. So if anybody plays Dragon Dogma and wants to rent my pawn, I'll hook you up with my code. I have a level 200 fighter. At least that's what I'm pretty sure that's what he is. I haven't touched that game very recently either. Hey Bruised, welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening or day. I'm not sure what time zone you're in.
That's not right.
Oh, it is so hot in here.
Right. This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
I guess that's its head.
What do you mean?
Shoot, y'all are just dropping games names that I'm not familiar with. I can't even get through my own backlog, and you're adding more stuff for me to look at.
The Torna Titan held
Let's see.
awesome power.
Awesome power.
Torna made use of that power to dominate all rest for 1,000 years.
Sea of Thieves is your favorite game? That's pretty big praise. See, oh my goodness, it's a Rare game. I loved most Rare games from back in the day when they were with Nintendo. So if it's similar to those games, I probably would like it too.
But the power was shut away in the reign of
Rare games on the Nintendo 64 were pretty much all master games for me. I loved them all.
See that glowing sphere in the castle?
I'm looking forward to it, Pineapple. I ordered it today, and hopefully it comes in somewhat close to the release day. I ordered it on Amazon. So we'll see. I'm hoping to be able to stream it. Skyward Sword. I gotta knock this out though first.
If he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Agreed.
Agreed.
You can see the palace in the distance. We should head there first.
Look, it's my new hairstyle. I can't style my hair, so it's either in a ponytail or down. I can say I enjoyed Skyward Sword back when it came out initially. I was mistaken the other day when it said that it was on the Wii U. Apparently, it's actually older than that and came out on the Wii. So, once again, that's me not realizing how old stuff is. I try not to think about that too often. I like to pretend that everything's new and, you know, not that much time has passed. Yeah, it's the first game chronologically, Pineapple. So it sets the pace for like the whole story arc of the Zelda games that come after it. I actually really liked it. The gameplay, I found the motion controls quite fun, and that was with playing with the Wii remote, which wasn't very responsive because it had a bad habit of, I don't quite remember the term, so I'm going to say desyncing with the thing, uncalibrating, not that uncalibrating is probably a word, but I'd have to to recalibrate it every so often by, I think you would flip it upside down on a flat surface. So now that it's with the Joy-Cons, I'm hoping that the the motion controls will be a little bit more responsive, because I actually found that quite fun. I know when you read reviews that most people say that that's a big knock against the game, but I liked it. You know, I found a thing on Amazon where you can get it's plastic covers that you put your Joy-Con inside of it, and it has a sword type extension so that it looks like you have a sword when you're playing Skyward Sword. I didn't order it, but it seemed like the type of thing that would be fun to have. I'd probably end up hurting somebody or myself, though, if I had something like that. I don't want to push you all into getting something if you have a backlog, but I do enjoy Skyward Sword. I'm probably one of the few people that did, from what I keep seeing people complaining about online. But the story was good. I liked the motion controls. The only thing, the big knock I would have against it is that it's very linear, because you can't travel as much, and it's been a few years, but I don't believe it has as much backtracking as other Zelda games. You know, like ones where you'd say you get the hook shot from one temple, and then you would go back to an earlier one to access an area that you hadn't been to before. I don't remember if that's as common in that game. And there was also a pretty big game-breaking bug if you did a sequence towards the end of the game out of order where you'd ruin your save file. I'm hoping they fixed that, because they did come out with an update for it when it was on the Wii that was supposedly fixed it. So I'd assume that they would factor that into the game on the Switch. Dang, Tippy, I thought my backlog was bad, but man, 300 games. I still need one person to level up to level 2 community. Hello, elderly Potter, would you like to join my community? Yeah, I remember that there was some event that happened, I think, that made the areas bigger. It's been many years, so it's not too fresh in my mind. But I remember it looked very nice visually, and I'm pretty sure it had nice music, which is very important to me. That's one of the reasons why I keep coming back to games like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, because it has such nice music to me. I like the music in them, at least. Grant Kirkhope's a boss, just saying. Alright, I'm gonna have to look into Sea of Thieves, because if it's anything like older Rare games, I really like that. Not that I have, such a small backlog over here. What's one more game? Which one's that? The Nintendo 6? Oh, wait, no, PS2 is what you're... I never had a PS2, but I did get a PS3, and that was my chance to snatch up all the games that I'd missed on the PS2 because they were backwards compatible. Hey, Jersey girl, how you doing tonight? I hope you're feeling better. Fancy schmancy gardens. Oh wait, Sea of Thieves is a multiplayer game? I didn't realize how much the soundtracks of games meant to me until I realized that a lot of the games I keep coming back to are because I remember how much I enjoyed the music. Because I actually have a soundtrack on my computer of Xenoblade music from amongst the games I've played that I listened to, and I hadn't touched the games in like 3 years because I liked the music so much. And that made me want to come back to the game. I like my Xbox 360 as well to be. As a matter of fact, I still have it hooked up to my TV, well, at least my computer currently, since I've been streaming off of it. I'd be really sad if it dies on me at some point. But I've been babying it, so I'm hoping it should do well. Oh no. Oh, is that what the current one is, Pineapple? Because I was having a brain fart earlier, back to the conversation of Titan farts, and I couldn't remember, because there was the 360 and the Xbox One, right? And so now I guess the Xbox S is the current iteration.
I've only ever read about this place.
Reargate. Just sounds funny to me.
Don't have to tell me twice. Witness my
Okay, interesting.
force.
Are you feeling any better right now, Jersey girl? Because I know you said you were having a bit of a bad day earlier. Ooh, my eyes are really dry all of a sudden. So is it a single player that you can play with multiple people, Bruised, or is it more of like an MMO where it's meant to be played with other people? I love the Fable series too, Kirik. I Fable 1 was one of the games. Alright, my go-to games for the longest time were Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and Fable 1. Those were the games that I just replayed over and over. I haven't touched them too much since I had the Switch, and I found other games that I've been playing a lot, but those have always been kind of like my top games that I enjoyed playing. Let me see, what did I miss? It's lovely to have you here, Jersey girl. Alright, I opened. Alright, Pineapple, I don't want to keep you up, but let me know if you want. Message me throughout the day to let me know if you want to do Overcooked tomorrow night, and I'll make sure I've got it set up and ready to go. Hey, Chica. That's her name, so I can call her that. ¿Qué tal, Chica? Practicing my Spanish for Pineapple and Hidden. Have a good evening, Pineapple. You gotta rest up so that you can be well rested for your job, because we don't want you hurting yourself from being sleepy, Pineapple. It's rather relaxing at night here. Oh wow, there's the world tree. See? Hola, me llamo Naive Mushroom. And that's about it. Climbing stairs. Oh. Pineapple's kicking those boxes as booty. It's great that I've got all these people, but I'd like them to... I've heard of it, Dennis, but I haven't played that either. I enjoy RPGs, but there's just... For a while there were a lot of good ones that seemed that were coming out, but I'm trying to be good and go through my backlog. I say that as I'm playing a game currently that I've already... 2 games that I'm currently already played, and I'm planning to get another game that I've already played, but... There's so much out there that I like. I like playing games that I like, and I like getting new games to enjoy. It's such a quandary. I thank you, Pineapple. I love you too. And I do sleep. Eventually. I have heard of the Nier games. I'm not too familiar with them. I believe that's how it's pronounced, at least. Huh. That's interesting, Dennis. That they would have used the Xenoblade 2 battle system, because I know that a lot of people had trouble understanding that, how to play it when Xenoblade 2 came out. Coincidentally. What is Nintendo Land to be? I've heard of it. Is it like mini games, or is that, am I thinking of the Me game? Interesting. I do enjoy a bit of pirating every now and then. So I have it. I pulled it up on my phone to look more into it when I finish up here, Bruise, because it does sound interesting. Defeat the evil skillies. Does anybody... There was a computer game, or not really a computer game, a thing, many years ago. I don't know why I'm bringing it up, because they had a Pirates of the Caribbean game. It was the Virtual Magic Kingdom website that Disney ran for a few years before they closed it down. I love that thing. Oh, man. But it had a Pirates of the Caribbean minigame on it where you could go around. It was like 2 teams. I don't remember how many were on it. And you'd try and sink each other's ships. Man, I miss that website. It was a nice little bit of nostalgia for when I couldn't go to the parks. Okay, it's auto attack and then you press the button. Okay, so it has the auto attack and then the quick time event type thing. Gotcha. I guess it doesn't have the more complicated thing about like the driver and blade combos, because I think that's really what confused people with Xenoblade 2's gameplay. What did that say? Anxious what? What is he? Oh, anxious guard. I thought it said. I didn't know what it said. Hey, the Barney lady's over here. What's up? Yeah. Well, I can look into it. Let me see. The near mobile. Okay, I'm sure I can probably find videos of it online. Let me add that to my list of stuff to look up. I'll be honest. I was one of those people that didn't really understand Xenoblade 2's gameplay at first, but I found an infographic online that pointed to all the different stuff you see during a battle, and that just suddenly it just clicked for me, and I was able to understand it from there. Because reading guides or people typing it out just confused me more, but that one simple image just finally made it click for me. Because the tutorials in the game weren't helping me very much. And that doesn't help too that Torna, this game, even though it's the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, has such a different gameplay. I need one more person to reach level 2 community, and nobody wants to actually join my community. Do I have a quest? Let me see, maybe that's what I need. No, I only have the story quest. Gosh darn it. They keep saying in the circles online that they're working on either a Xenoblade 3 or something in that wheelhouse, but I'll believe it when I see it. Kind of like the new Nintendo Switch rumors that, oh, it's going to be a Nintendo Switch Pro, it's going to be a Pro, and then it was just a Nintendo Switch with a fancier screen, basically. Which, anybody planning to get the new Nintendo Switch here? I have to say that currently I'm not, because I only play docked. Sorry, my cat was making a weird noise. And since I only play docked, it doesn't matter if my screen's fancy or not. I'm still on a first generation Switch here. If it's not broken, I'm gonna stick with it. It's good enough for me. It's $50 more too than the current model. And the websites I was reading said it doesn't have a better battery or anything either. That's kind of disappointing. But I mean, I'm of two minds. It's disappointing that it's not nicer, but I'm happy that I'm not trying to tell myself not to spend money on something now because I really don't need it. So I get to save my monies. I would have been really upset if it had been a new system and they come out with new games like Breath of the Wild 2 that could only play on that new system. I would have been really upset. Oh yeah, because you can put in a wired connection, right, Wavy? I think I remember hearing about that. But I don't know if my wired connection's working in here anyways, because I tried to put wired internet to my laptop when I started streaming, and either the Ethernet port on my computer is bad or the one in the wall, vice versa, but it wasn't working, so. If I can't get wired internet regardless, then I guess it doesn't matter if I have the ability to do it on my Switch or not. Ooh, my eye is itching all of a sudden. Was that they came out, they did the Wii U just like that when they came out with the Switch. Oh, they had when the Wii Switch came out, it was weird because they had Breath of the Wild on the Wii U and then on the Switch. As a matter of fact, I have I ended up with 2 copies of the Breath of the Wild because of that. Because I have the one on the Wii U, and then I ended up getting it for the Switch as well. Let me see. Somebody. This is. Oh no. There we go. I was gonna say I'm stuck. Oh, I think I need to go talk to the main people. What if the Switch Pro is the new Switch going forward, Tippy? Like, it's the next console they come out with. You know, like the not just an upgraded version of the Switch, but you know, like it's the Xbox S's to the Xbox One or the PlayStation 5 to the PlayStation 4. Would you get one then if they'd actually had improvements as opposed to just the minor improvements that we're making currently? I'm an aspirant youth. Oh, hold on a second. Mia's getting into something. Hi. I have to keep an eye on her. Because that's what I was talking about. I forgot where I was going with that conversation like an hour ago, whenever it was, when we were talking about toilets. Is that since I don't have a toilet seat currently, I have to watch out that I keep my bathroom door shut because amongst her many other lovable qualities, Mia has a bad habit of liking to go stand in the toilet bowl. And I'm not really sure why, but I don't find that particularly sanitary, and I try and keep her out of it. It's probably another reason why she thinks she's a dog. I don't know if she thinks she's drinking the water out of there, like, oh, this is great, it's a giant water bowl. But yeah, I wanted to make sure she wasn't going in the toilet, because currently my toilet seat's broken off, and I don't have a lid. When my new seat comes, they don't carry it in any stores around here, which is really annoying, so I have to keep ordering it online. And the last one I got was defective, so I had to order a new one, which it's supposed to be coming on the 13th. So I've got another 5 days, if their estimate's accurate, of my little exciting experience every time going to the restroom. In case anybody cares about that. I really thought that I was sitting still, but apparently it just takes the slightest movement to go flying off when you're... I'm not flying off, but the thing does slide around. Not that wild and crazy. Let's see, did you know they're going to put PSN and Xbox digital stores on the Switch? Wait, what? I remember there was some talk with Xbox, I think it was, about putting Xbox Live or whatever their service is on there. But I didn't know if that was still moving forward, Dennis. Yes, Jersey, I very much hope so too. Because it's an interesting experience. And I really have to make sure I shut the door too, because since I have to be so still when using the restroom, that Mia and her infinite wisdom deciding to come jump on my lap like she's been lately would send us both going flying off of it, I'm sure. If it ends up being the case, Dennis, that would be really interesting, because there's been a lot of PlayStation and Xbox games that I've missed out on. Because I'm not able to buy that many consoles, so... I've got an Xbox, I have an original Xbox from back in the day, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 3, and a Nintendo Switch. Oh no, I have a Wii U and a Nintendo Switch, but otherwise, that's it. Well, plus all the further back ones for Nintendo. My family was always into Nintendo along the years, so I've got, I think, every mainline Nintendo system except for the GameCube. For some reason, I guess I just skipped that generation. I didn't pay attention to what do you want? He wants how many? Oh, 100. Alright, I've got 22 of these. How much do they count for? Oh, that's a lot. Take all of my high-vis wire. Doop, doop, doop. Here, you can take one of my sun cogs. Hold on a second. I need to put some eye drops in. Oh, my eyes get so dry this time of year. You're gonna have to be connected online to do it, so it's not a thing where you can play it or get it offline. When you say online, Dennis, do you mean Nintendo online, or do you have to have a subscription to the PlayStation or Xbox online services? Now I feel like I'm crying. There we go. Gideon's Special Patent Perpetual Music Box. That's a bit of a mouthful. He can't stop his perpetual music box. Huh. Alright. Well, I don't currently have access to their subscription things, if only because I don't have access to their consoles. But it's a really interesting concept. I look forward to seeing it come out. Oh man, he wants another invention? This guy's so demanding. What does he want now? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, I've got a lot of this stuff. Let me see. How many points does a bat hinge give me? Oh, 10. Doesn't matter, I've got a ton. I only need 10 of them to get to 100, if my math is right. And my math is always right. It's not. I'm horrible at math. Oh, fortunately, I have Wi-Fi at home, but I guess that's a pain in the butt when you're off. Like, you wouldn't be able to play it on the road, which is one of the main selling points of the Switch, is that it's mobile. Ugh, I'm shedding. Alright, now I've got Gideon's special patented jamming megaphone. Surely everyone loves the sound of their own voice. There's no need for an off switch. Yes, listen to my beautiful voice with my megaphone. What are you guys, health and safety? No. Basically just a thing that you shout into when you're already shouting. This guy can't invent anything. They released the Xbox games on the PC? Huh. Oh! I leveled up my community with Gideon. Yes. Oh, I only need 16 now going for it. Oof. That's a pain in the butt. I was just thinking to myself today, I was having a hankering to get into Fable again. And then I remembered that it's been so long since I played that game that I don't think I remember all the nitty-gritty about it. I do remember, I always wanted to play a good character in Fable. I mean, to be honest, I was a good character in pretty much any game that I had the choice to be good or bad. I guess I'm just one of those people that, oh, I'm such a goody two-shoes. But I was always a good person in Fable, but they had the one where you had the evil church that you went to, and to get the best bow in the game, you had to, kill a few people. And yeah, I did that because I wanted the best weapon. But then I would do that early enough in the game that I had enough time to recoup my morality points, so to speak, so that I was a divine paragon of goodness by the end. I am so wholesome, unless there's an overpowered weapon locked behind being evil, in which case, not so wholesome. I don't know if I did an evil run through in Fable, but I did do at least one in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In that game, at least the battle in that game becomes so easy when you're bad because all the strong force powers are evil. But yeah, it's always so much of a disconnect for me when I'm playing a bad playthrough, because it's like, oh, this kind person needs money. Will you give him some money? And I'm like, yeah, give him the money. And then, no, I'm supposed to be evil. Like, no, just refuse them and send them away. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be bad. Hey, Mimi, you want to come say hi?
I hope we'll be able to help.
Come here. Yeah. Mia's waking up. Let me see. Is he wearing an insect hat? Here's an insect-loving boy. I forgot who I was talking with. I think it was yesterday. Was it Scully? Somebody was telling me that they don't like insects. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. It's very probable that I was wrong. It was somebody I was talking, or no, it wasn't, no, I know, it wasn't you, it was, I think it was, M's over in Moonlight's Discord, I was talking about the fact that I found I found a Scully in the house. No, I was complaining about that I found a scorpion in the house, and I think she was telling me about how much she doesn't like bugs. I love having you here, Jersey girl. But please, if you need sleep, go to sleep. I will always be around. Catch me whenever, wherever we're meant to be together. I'll be here and you'll be near. And that's the deal, my dear. I think that's how it goes. It's been many a year since I've heard that song. I would be so happy to find a well, I don't know. I'd be happy, but yet kind of creeped out if you were in my house, Scully. Do you guys get scorpions, Jersey, or are you far enough north that it's not much of a problem? Because I don't know how many areas of Texas really get them. It's not really me. It's Shakira, I think, unless I completely butchered it. Now, we tend to, yeah. Oh, Mia's really sneezing behind me. It's okay, baby. We tend to get them around the summer, but we hadn't gotten them recently, and I was starting to think that maybe we'd gotten away with it because it was getting kind of late. But I guess they were just taking longer to show up than usual. Scully's got it, yeah. Scully's always on hand with the background track, the rest of the lyrics. I would show off my hips not lying, but I got my streamer shorts on, which are a funky plaid material that don't quite match my blouse. And people might be offended by my lack of fashion sense. But they're really comfortable, and nobody sees my shorts anyway. Thanks for always being down with the tracks, Scully. Well, gee, Jerry was kind of a jerk to me. I'm a little jelly there, Jersey girl. I've never met anybody famous, and well, that's not true. Have any of you seen what was the show? What was the show? Lazy Town, the children's show. The children's show Lazy Town. Has anybody seen that? The creepy puppets. Well, if you don't know Lazy Town, there was the bad guy was Robbie Rotten, and I met the guy that played Robbie Rotten once because he was on a show that was on tour here in town, and I met him afterwards and got a picture with him. I mean, obviously I'm a little old for Lazy Town, but it has some catchy songs, and I remember watching it some days just to de-stress. Yes, the puppets are incredibly creepy, but stop that! He's ripping up my blanket behind me. But yeah, I met the guy that played Robbie Rotten. Unfortunately, I think he's since passed because I believe he had cancer. But he was a really nice guy who wasn't rotten at all. I did find it funny when I saw that Avenue Q, the guy that did the one of the main puppeteers, actors in it, had a children's puppet show, and it was just a weird disconnect after hearing him or seeing him there that now he's actually doing a nice sweet children's show. But I suppose it makes sense given that Avenue Q was so heavily based on puppets that you would need an experienced puppeteer. But it's kind of the same thing after listening to the Book of Mormon soundtrack, for instance, so much, and then hearing the same voice from that. do, cute, adorable snowman Olaf. I'm like, yeah, it's, there's something so adult and then going to something so innocent. Yeah, I agree with you, Scully. It sucks. And I really wish that we can make more progress in getting rid of it, because nobody deserves that. Screw you, Cancer. Part of the reason why I don't have much of an extended family is most of my family members have passed away from cancer. And every single one of my pets. So I'm hoping that I have better luck with Mischief and Mia currently, because I haven't had good luck in that regard when it comes to cats, sadly. But given Mia's personality, I'm sure that even if she were to get any sort of sickness, that she would just sass it right out of her system. Right, baby? Yeah. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. What do we say? Come here. What do we say to Cancer? What do we say to Cancer? No. No. That's right. Yeah, we say no to Cancer. Say hi to everybody. Alright, I'm gonna put you down, because you're... I'm sorry, but it's too hot to be holding you tonight. Ugh. But thank you all. It is what it is. It's just unfortunate. But, yeah. That's my thought, at least. I don't think Mia would let something like that keep her down. She'd just scream it out of her system. Have I been going the right way at all? I don't know. I'm going this way regardless. Excuse me, I'm just talking to your person over here. I like how even though it's not quite the right color for her, that cat emote just seems to fit her so well. Because it's her so indignant look that she gets, like, how dare you hold me? Well, thank you, Jersey girl. You're stronger than I could ever be, too, with everything that you're going through. And you have all my love and support as well. That's what's so great about this whole community that we've made through across all the different streams, is that everybody is so nice and supportive of each other. And I've made so many closer friends through all of this than I have in real life. So, I love you all. Mia. Why are you being weird? Come here. Come here. I won't pick you up. I promise. Let me just scratch your booty. She likes it at the base of her tail, where it meets her back. She's also, I don't know, I guess it's just the way cats are, that Mischief's not this way, but Mia is that you pet her and, oh, I love this. And when she's had enough, it's not like, she walks away or just, meows at you. It's, oh, I love this. And then, okay, I've had enough. And she swipes at you. I'm like, okay, jerk. Thanks for the notice. Bum, 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 bum. I'm excited, Jersey girl.
An unfamiliar vista.
Nice one.
Oh, look. Hold on, let me talk to this person. Oh no, that's another person that I've corrupted into not climbing the stairs. I do that to Sour Cream all the time. Look, everybody, they made a rock garden. It must have taken ages to decorate their island to get all their rocks in one spot. I can tell from experience that it was a difficult undertaking. I wonder what method they used, if they put out the mannequins on their island, or if they just dumped furniture everywhere. When I made my rock garden in Animal Crossing, I had a whole pile of flowers that I took advantage of from not understanding how to control flowers, because I started the game in October, and then the snow came and my island was swarmed with flowers. And so I made a rock garden. The whole making lemonade if life gives you lemons sort of thing. Like, my island's a mess, but I made a rock garden. Or rock circle. Not to be confused with crop circles. Oh yes, the view is immaculate. Bum, 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 bum. Oh! Mia's laying on the floor and whipping her tail so hard that I thought something was knocking on the wall. Oh shoot, I just fell off. Oh, but I found a location in the process, so worth it. I don't know if I necessarily got burned out from Animal Crossing as so much that I found other games that I was enjoying more. And I think that's the deal, because I fell behind because I wasn't logging into the game each day and I didn't want to break my streak. And so I kept time traveling to progress it forward to get my Nook Miles and so on. And I was getting caught up to my birthday so that I could celebrate my birthday. And then I didn't actually flip forward to my birthday because I wanted to like make it special. And then because of that, I just never did it. So I've been perpetually stuck on June 15th since then. Ha! How appropriate that Tippy was in the campsite. Oh, thanks for the host, Woodwinds. Yeah, so at this point I kind of have to go for it, at the very least, so that I can celebrate my birthday and get the achievement. But once again, I was so proud that I forgot, I think I was in May, and I was having to get caught up to June. And now, once again, I'm about another month, coming up to another month behind again. I hope you feel better shortly, Scully. I'm sorry to hear that it's having a bad moment for you. But it's nice to get the chance to talk with you. I wish it was under better circumstances. Oh, thank you, Dennis, I thought you were wishing somebody else a happy birthday. I forgot that. Yes. I'm still enjoying my Scully Foxy birthday marathon here. I just want to say, let's see, who was it? Was it Jersey Girl that said that she had turned the switch on? Yeah. Jersey Girl and Scully, if you have a weed problem, I know a guy that can help you with that. Just saying, if you need the help getting the weeds picked, there's a certain pirate that'd be more than happy to help you. I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind helping you all if you need help, but I'm always happy to lend a hand. I mean, technically, I made it to my birthday. I just haven't celebrated it yet because I wanted to, like, do it someday when I could devote time to it. And then I was debating on whether I wanted to play Animal Crossing on stream or something. And, I don't know, share my birthday with the masses. And then I just didn't do it. So all that I need to do to celebrate my birthday is just switch the date over to the next day. And I just haven't brought myself to do it yet. Yeah, see, Jersey? I think no, it was today for me because I was watching his VOD, but I think it was Monday's stream that he went to M2.0's island and was picking the weeds on it and talking about how much he likes picking weeds. But I forgot that was Monday's stream because I unfortunately had to miss that one, but I caught the replay. I don't think I can go in here yet. Open the door!
I think there's something in my eye.
Let me in. I want in. So I guess I was going the right way. I mean, to be fair, they said that they wanted him to pick their weeds, so I can suggest to them that they have a all weed picking stream. It's kind of therapeutic or relaxing to watch. Oh wait, what was I think I was supposed to give this kid bugs, and I didn't. Yeah, okay. Oh man, I've got a lot of bugs. Here, I've got 118 bugs, kid. You want some munchy grubs? Like I said, if you need help, I'm sure that he'd be more than happy to take you up on that. Take my munchy grubs. Take it, take it, take it. Take it. There we go. You happy, kid? I gave you like a whole pile of bugs. Ew. He's trying to have somebody eat them. I didn't really pay attention, to be honest. Apparently somebody's eating all those bugs. Ah, cute frogs, Jersey girl. Hey, kid. He gave a girl medicine made out of bugs, and she was all like, ew, get that gross stuff away from me. I mean, I don't mind bugs as much as the next person, but I mean, I don't think I want to be drinking a bug smoothie. Bugs are super cool. I mean, I have eaten a cricket once upon a time. So when I was in school down in Galveston, one of my friends had gone, I think it was to NASA, and got the freeze-dried crickets or whatever they are. I think it was freeze-dried. They were crunchy, some sort of dead crunchy crickets. And I ate one of them because I'm the type of person I'll try anything once. Just like some cookies that I was offered once upon a time. Just saying, no hard feelings there. But anyways, I ate a cricket, and it didn't taste like much of anything. It was kind of cardboardy. But eating a bug is one thing versus drinking bugs. I might draw the line there. But then again, I guess it all goes to the same place in the end. So maybe it's not that bad. Alright, I'm back here, and I'm not falling off the balcony this time. Gossip. Oops. Ah. Wait a second. Get me out of here. Most people probably don't particularly care for crickets, Jersey. I'm guessing that that's probably the case. Where are my options? This was supposed to be enabled. How did I enable it again? My goodness, this whole time I didn't have to watch the community animation. I was having so much fun talking with all of you that I just didn't really think about the fact that it kept popping up. I mean, I think if you were starving, that none of us would want to be too particular. I've also had frog legs, and not to sound trite, but they really did taste like chicken. Albeit a not very meaty chicken. There's no meat on them. Everything's better when wrapped in bacon, right? I had fried frog, right? Frog. I can't talk now. Fried frog legs. There we go. So maybe that's why they weren't too rubbery. Oops, this isn't anything. Ooh, I can dig up something. Wait, if you wrap yourself in bacon, Wavy, then how can you eat it? I'm not sure if I've had gator. Seeing Mia sulk on my floor next to me reminds me, though, speaking of food and cats, is that I have two cats, and one of them, I feed him kibble normally, but I also give them wet food once a day as kind of like a treat or to balance out their diet. And Mischief, the rather large cat, she loves wet food. She goes crazy like you would think a cat would. Whereas Mia, on the other hand, just like, give me more dry kibble. I don't want the wet food. So once again, Mia's an odd duck. He's like, I want the dry, bland kibble, please. Oh. Gator bites? Are those just, Is it just like little mouthful of gator? Like chicken nuggets with gator? Oh wait, that's the story. I don't want to go there yet. I want to see who else I can talk to. Oh wait. This isn't the story. The question mark threw me off. Huh. Well, I can't say I've had breaded gator nuggets. I have had dino nuggets, so, you know, I think that's a little fancier because it's dinosaur meat. When do you find that these days? I mean, what's not to like about tasty, tasty dinosaur meat? That's interesting, Wavy. I assume that most cats would like wet food since it's fancy and more, I don't know, flavorful or meaty. Ugh, my hair is getting frizzy now because I keep stroking it with my hands, which are sweaty. Interesting. Well, I guess I need to head over to Florida to get some gator bites. I did have fun that I should have tried to fluoresce the scorpion I found the other day, but I flushed it down the toilet. That's usually the fate that meets any scorpion I find. Most other bugs, like spiders and things, if I find them, I try and scoop them up and release them outside. But scorpions get a one-way ticket to the toilet bowl. I like to ensure that it's one way because I'm paranoid in the sense that I need to make sure that I see that scorpion go down the drain, and then I even wait a moment to make sure because I have a fear that I'm going to be sitting on the toilet one day and the scorpion's going to come back for revenge and sting my booty. But it's my tried and true method. I have a broom and a dustpan, Jersey Girl, and I trap the scorpion to the dustpan with the broom, and then I carry it over, smush to the thing, and then release it into the toilet and flush. And then I guess going forward, I stand 2.7 feet away from the blast zone when I flush. Because you can't smush it with a tissue or something because it's going to get you. And I don't want to step on them because they're so big and probably smushed. But I need to do something that will keep it enough away from me at arm's length so that it can't sting me. Alright, I guess I talked to everybody, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys do when you get scorpions, but I flush mine. And I have yet to have any come back for revenge, so fingers crossed that stays the case. Well, what do you do when you get scorpions? I mean, you gotta do something, I'd assume. That sounds pretty scary, Tippy, but I'd like to hope that it's not something that happens that often. Although I have heard, I think, back to the talk of gators, that there have been gators in Florida, unless that's urban legends or whatever. Alright, I'm sure there's some big cutscene coming up. I think they tend to mostly be in the South, Scully, fortunately. I mean, not so fortunate for us, but fortunate for people up north.
Leaving destruction in his wake. Our path here was littered with the
How gross would that be, though, to hammer a scorpion? The guts would probably go everywhere. Oh, thanks, Tippy. Cutscenes are a good time to hydrate. Noble Hugo.
At this time of grave peril,
doesn't he look like a bad guy?
Your due will be our eternal.
He looks like a bad guy, just saying.
I'm scarcely worthy of it, Your Majesty. As the Titans breathe.
I think we have ticks here, but I've never seen one, fortunately.
It is to him that your kind praise is due.
I think it was Beth from Joby Fam that was talking about that she has a pork allergy that she thinks might have been brought on by a tick bite. I couldn't imagine not being able to eat pork. I love pork. And just because of a tick bite. Those little butts.
Your most noble honors pierce my unworthy heart, my lord.
Begging your pardon, Lord, would that honor were the only currency in this grave business?
We haven't had crickets recently, Tippy, but there have been times, I don't know if it's closer to August or so on, but it's disgusting because you'll go outside and they're just basically piled up on the sidewalks.
I don't.
Have you seen a cricket, or not a cricket, a scorpion with a black light? It's actually kind of neat. They fluoresce, so they glow kind of a bluish color. I have done that myself.
Yes, but
Zeta, what does not bend only breaks.
Ah, speaking of breaking things.
To Adam his just bounty.
You know.
I hereby enfeoff you as Lord of Heblin.
This is too much for me, my lord.
I'm going or not?
First, I must busy myself with the command of the resistance force. We can't allow Malos to take the seal.
Me as being a typical cat. She's standing by the door, meowing at it. I open the door. She just stares. And like, you wanted out, didn't you? She doesn't want out. She just wants to meow.
Our country must make its own sacrifice to halt the terrible.
But yeah, see, I got my black light right here for the next time I come across a scorpion.
Pledges its flesh and blood to the cause. I humbly confess that it was my own lack of
I don't have a scorpion on hand right now.
Brought us to this pass.
But yes, where was I? I actually did know that to be. I had a neighbor when I was growing up. Neighbors lived next door to us. Their grandmother lived with them. And she got stung by a scorpion when she was sleeping because one came through the air vent and landed in her bed and stung her while she was sleeping. So, I guess fortunate I don't have any vents above my bed, so I was rather upset that that one was in my dirty clothes, though, because I was getting ready, had them on the floor to sort them out to wash them. And I went to go grab them, and I'm like, oh, there's a scorpion. So I guess I came kind of close there.
Majesty. And this disorderly throne is more apt for
I'm thinking that they wouldn't, Dennis, but it's just a little paranoia so often there. Caitiff, I'm not familiar with that word. I haven't had so many. The problem is, too, is that the scorpions come inside and the cats will find them, and they're not very bright, the cats, that is, because they'll be mischief for me. There's the scorpion, and he's mad, and so his tail's up and armed, and there's the cat sitting up just smacking at it, and then they'll try and sniff it, and it will go for them, and then they rear back like, ooh, what was that about? And then they still keep going for it. I don't know if they actually get stung, but I don't know. Like, ooh, this thing's trying to get me. What fun. I know, Dennis. It makes sense, but it's one of those things that you don't want a scorpion to sting your bum, so I just like to make sure that they get their full send-off when they go down the drain. Oh no. The scorpions we get around here tend to be, well, I guess it doesn't really help because I'm on a screen to know if it's to scale or not. But like this big, maybe with their tails extended. So what is that? Maybe 3 inches at the most? I was saying the other day, I've lived here for as many years as I've lived here without being stung, that I'm really grateful because it's something I don't really fancy experiencing. I don't, supposedly some website, I was looking it up the other day, claimed that I guess it's comparable to a bee sting, but still, no thank you. I can't even remember the last time I was stung by a bee. So what do you do when you get stung by a scorpion? Is it break off a piece like a bee sting, or is it pretty much just the venom that causes the problem? I don't know if y'all were around, but I did mention that I played the game on I think no, I haven't been my birthday in Animal Crossing. I played Animal Crossing on my birthday night, and so it was nighttime in the game, and because I had just booted up the game because I had been busy during the day that day, and so I booted up Animal Crossing for the night back when I was still playing Animal Crossing. And the first thing that greets me outside my house was a scorpion. Like, how rude. I know it's not technically my birthday in the game, but still, who wants to boot up the game and be like, oh, welcome to having a new day of playing Animal Crossing. Hello, I'm a scorpion to greet you. And I figured, well, maybe it's a sign I should try and catch him. So I whipped out my not my neck, and I'm slowly stalking him with my net, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing a really good job. I haven't startled him yet because I was doing the whole, when he pinches at you, that you freeze, or yeah, because and then you stop. And so I was going, and I was lined up, I was getting ready to release my net, and then he juked me. He just suddenly popped about 90 degrees to the side, and so of course my net missed, and that counted the game as me making a miss, and so he stung me, and I got dazed. So I think that was, not very nice and unfair. But yeah, our scorpions aren't anywhere near that size here. Those are more like the ones that you would see like out in the deserts and stuff where they get the really big ones. Oh, are you playing Minecraft, Scully? Is that what you mean by blocking? Have fun with your blocking. Ooh. Oh no, Tippy, that does sound painful. Ooh. I guess that's another problem, that unlike bees that I think die when they sting you, if a scorpion stays alive, then they could keep coming for you. Shoot, these guys like to talk a lot. Not that I can judge, I've been talking a lot myself. Have fun with your Minecrafting, make lots of blocks. Oh, and maybe build a mushroom. It's it just came to me. I mean, I don't know why I would be thinking of mushrooms, but it just the idea suddenly struck me that it might be nice to build a mushroom in Minecraft. No pressure or anything. I might be a bit biased in that regard. I do a lot of work outside in the summertime, and I'm concerned too that it'd be a similar experience that going to pick up a bag of mulch or soil, that there would be scorpions or spiders because they like to get inside of it because it's moist. About one of the only moist places this time of year. So what I normally do is I lift it up and kind of look underneath it to make sure nothing's creepy crawling around down there. See, right, Wavy? Nothing looks nicer than a mushroom. Everything should be designed with mushrooms. That's my design mentality for New Horizons, at least. When in doubt, stick a mushroom in it. I guess Mallows finally did attack the capital. Ooh, I do hope I'm a high enough level, though. I can't recall what level I am. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tippy. And you said that was from a scorpion, is that correct? I don't fancy experiencing that then. It sounds really painful. I haven't finished my island in New Horizons, and so back by Red's beach, I'm still trying, I need to get more emotes, Jersey Girl. For what it's worth, oh, I forgot to thank Scully when she was here for all their support too, is that I looked it up after Monday's stream. I'm one point away from unlocking my second emote slot, so hooray! But yeah, I still need to work on getting emotes. I'm hoping to get at some point get a bunch of Mia emotes, because you see one of her like being her usual self, and her happy face. But yeah, so I was saying back by Red's beach on my hidden beach. Thank you. in Animal Crossing New Horizons is where I have my little staging area, and so I've put out all my spare mush lamps so that I can just grab one on hand to put whenever I have need of one. I think you get 1 point for every tier 1 sub, and then there's like different point, like 2 and 3 tier have a different number of points. I think it's 6 for tier 3, and then presumably somewhere in the middle for tier 2. So I'm on my way. Not that it matters too much, because I still need to figure out how to get emotes, but progress, and I'm just happy for everybody's help anyway. Why does it say defeat the gargoyles, plural, when there's only one gargoyle? Wait. No, I'm going over here. Never mind. Hiyo! Eat my blade. Alright, these guys are level 34, and I'm level 35, so this should be fine. Especially with how overpowered my characters are. I have, in this game, it's not so much the levels of your characters that matter for whether you're going to beat enemies, but the equipment you have equipped. And my characters all have in-game equipment on them, so they're pretty overpowered. So that was the problem I had before when I was trying to knock out the quest where I had to get off certain combos, and I was defeating all the enemies too quickly. So yeah, I was thinking, I had drawn some pictures, I don't know what happened to them, that it was going to be like a Mia hype emote, a Mia like hugging thing, like some sort of cute thing, and then, I don't know, after that, I ran out of ideas. Maybe something mushroom related. Creativity is not my strong suit, but I did sketch out a little something something. Can I target? No, I can't target him. Mia, what do you see? I wonder if those laser beams can hurt me. Hi, hi, hi. Can I? There we go. I was gonna say. You know, I hadn't played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 the first time I played through this game, but this section kind of reminds me of the beginning of that game. Mia. Mia. What are you doing, Mia? Oh, you're at your work as a server? That's interesting. I mean, I make a pretty mean stick figure, so I've been told. Hold on a second. I'm gonna see. What are you doing? What are you doing? Crazy cat. Just keeps staring at the door like she saw something. But she wouldn't leave when I would open it. Oh. Alright, I gotta, yeah, let me fight the gargoyles. I didn't get it. She was doing the thing like, you know, when a cat sees a bug or something, and wait, oh, you want a stick figure, Wavy? It sounds like it should actually be the other way around, and I should be commissioning you, since it sounds like you actually know what you're doing. Hey, buddy.
This is an unfamiliar vista.
I found the inn. Don't mind that the world's falling down around me. I'm just investigating the inn here. How's it going? Nice rooms. Hope your beds are comfortable. Hi. Look, it's the letter D on the wall. Actually, I think it's supposed to be a door to the other room. I think I can sell stuff to these people. Okay, yeah, alright, so when I'm not under attack, I'll come back to them and sell them some stuff. Because my pockets, I have too much. I have too many ox cores. I had a demo back in the day of one of them on the PlayStation 3 that I played a lot, but I've never actually played a full game. I think I've heard they're somewhat hard, and I don't play that many action games, so I may not be that good at it. Although I do have Astral Chain to try playing at some point. Supposedly it's supposed to be manageable. But I never played any like, oh shoot, I'm getting really my booty kicked there. Man, he almost killed me. You know, I've never done a chain attack in this playthrough yet.
Your days are numbered.
Bum bum bum, Jin, I guess. Okay. Mithra. I think Earth is the one that. There we go. Yeah, I have a large backlog of games, so I think, to be fair, most of us probably do. Because hey, if we're hanging out on Twitch, we're probably into gaming, and most gamers tend to have a lot of games. Bridget, maybe? Alright, I think he's dead. Just a feeling, but I think he might be slightly dead. Thanks. I kicked that guy's booty. Oh. Oh no, there's more of them. Oh. Oh snap. Yeah, I think we do. I'll probably be wrapping up somewhat shortly myself probably after I get through this big fight and or cutscenes that follow. I don't know. Is it a cutscene or is it a fight or is it both? Hey look, it's Malos. I'm about to beat the game. Just kidding, I'm not.
So this is the Aegis.
Thank you, Jersey Girl. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. I hope you have a restful evening and that your back feels better.
To proceed with caution.
You know, I too have an awesome presence, Gian. Just saying. I mean, behold.
Your MO is different this time, Malos. What are you trying to do? If this is a joke, it's not funny.
I think it's hilarious.
Bored of it.
Bored?
Letting Siren have all the fun got old, I mean. I wanted to see the humans dead.
I like you're my dreamy. That's cute. You're my dreamy.
What do you...
That. I know full well what the Torna Titan truly is.
I wonder if that's like the fetter from the main game. The thing with Genbu.
Each of the artifices I command holds ether energy that would rival even the largest Titan. Imagine if a legion of them made it to the core of the Torna Titan and unleashed that energy all at once.
Oh, the poor Titan. Oh.
Our time for dancing would be short but sweet.
Oh, do I get to fight him? I'm ready. I'm ready.
You want me to stop?
Oh, I forgot. Somebody asked me earlier if these were all my party members, and I never answered them. But yeah, I can control any of the, 9 people down there.
This fight is a done deal. Right in the kiss. Much haste in the balance. Right in the kiss.
Oh, okay, that's neat. It's from List the Last. Alright, good night, Jersey Girl. Have an awesome night and sweet dreams. I'm sure I'll see you around tomorrow. Actually, bring me Laura. Oh shoot, I'm about to die. Never mind, I'm dead. I was hoping to beat Malos in a chain attack. Oh, he killed Hugo. Hugo. Excuse me. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, good grief, he's kicking my butt. Alright, I got overconfident there. I thought I was going to be easy fight. Like, oh, this is going to be so easy. You know, everybody else has been so easy. Oh no, he killed me. How does this work? I don't think I've ever failed to him before. Okay, good. I just have to refight him.
We'll need to take a different approach this time.
I need to not get ahead of myself. Who's Chow? Wavy. Come and get me, Malos. Why should we have to run to him when he can run to us? Alright, let me stack that up. Let me see. Can I break him? Oh, I could have. Okay. Big difference in the fight then. The first time he kicks my butt easily, and then this time I just wipe the floor with him. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it was somebody on Twitch, but now that you mention it, yes, I'm familiar with Chow. Poor Chow. I've done that though lately because I'm trying to keep the thought bubble for a villager moving out, just in case I need to move out a villager in the future. And so if I see a thought bubble and I need to talk to the villager for the day, I'll hit him with my net to make the thought bubble go away.
You don't understand the consequences, don't I? And you don't understand what humans are. Malos, the all-knowing. A diligent student, you could say. Then learn this. Huh?
Poor Chow getting bopped in the face. Behold the power of my Monado. Yeah, I heard about it online, Wavy, because I've just basically had a floating thought bubble that I'm saving for a rainy day in case they come out with either new villagers or I ever need to emergency kick somebody out. So if I want to talk to somebody that day and they've got the bubble, I'll just you can't do it when you're right on top of them, because if you hit A when you're standing next to them, they'll talk to you. But if you ready your net, you know, like when you're stalking a scorpion, from far enough away and walk up to them and then release it to bop them on the head, it makes the thought bubble go away. But it will still come back, like, to another villager or the next day or however it is. So that's my little tidbit to pass along. Oh, that's too bad, Wavy, if you're still missing reactions. Hopefully he'll think about it again. I had a time too, I was going into a building when somebody was running up to me, and I think it was about a reaction, and it's like, no, come back out, please. And you come out of the building and I'm like, why would I want to talk to you? Like, well, you did a second ago. I would love it if my villagers had fleas, to be honest, Tippy, because I still need to complete that achievement to catch them.
They kill each other like they swat flies, running towards oblivion like blind rats.
If you don't mind time traveling, Wavy, it's pretty easy to get villagers to move out that way. It's just kind of time consuming. But I suppose it's better than waiting for real time for them to ask to move out.
Oh, that flame is wasted on them. So I want to give them a little push in the right direction.
The light sheen on my head made me think I had a big bald spot at first.
Wise dads should. Here, keep yourselves entertained. I'll go get what I came for.
Oh, what a convenient fact that I could just beat the baddie here and now, I mean. But he flies off for story reasons. Come at me. Fight. 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 Oops, wrong button. Oh, these guys are going down easy. Oh, I nearly died. I mean, they're going down easy, but so am I. I'm too squishy. Oh, you don't like Raymond Wavy? I don't know if he's as popular as he used to be. But I know for... Even when I got the game in October, as opposed to right at launch, even then he was really popular amongst people online. But now with the game being out for so long and Treasure Islands and so on, I don't know if his priority or popularity has decreased. Is Frida the one that looks like a hamburger?
Adam. Yes, I know.
I've got Renee, Etoile, Cookie, Audie, Melba, Raymond, Fang, Raymond, Dom, and Sherb. I think that's all my villagers unless I repeated anybody. Frida's a bit different. There's always the strangely designed ones like that.
The looks on your faces.
Like Tingies and Orange.
Well, that settles it. The end of the world is postponed a little, folks. If you want to take this off me, come find me in the Titan's core. That'll be the finale.
Is this a game to
And then it's kind of mean too how they name some of the villagers after food items. Like all the pigs that they basically named after like pancetta and I don't know, bacon or whatever. I know pancetta's one. They're like, oh, it's adorable. Let's name this animal after something that people eat, version that people eat of it. Yeah, Rasher. And then, like we were talking about earlier in Moonlight Stream, Elmer the horse. Interesting. Blanche is the like white stork, right? And Coco, I know, is the gray rabbit or brown rabbit. And I know Bones. Not too familiar with the others.
You owe me one then.
Oops, I pushed a button.
It's been 80 years, hasn't it, Jin?
You know me?
Yeah, Elmer was actually one of my starting villagers. He was my first, I think when you start the game and you get one of each personality type, Elmer was my lazy.
From the photograph?
And I suppose she's your driver now?
My name's Laura. I've been with Jin for 17 years already.
That could be a good idea to be. I'm thinking of making another island to play personally. I'm just trying to figure out if I have the patience to start from scratch.
Yes, let's do that.
That's a good point, maybe. His house is pretty modern looking.
Yes, I'd say we're bound to.
The Torna room.
What about, I think, Dobie, doesn't Dobie have a somewhat Asian looking house?
We've made a report to the king.
Let me see. Let me look up Dobie's house. Dobie. Let me see. Somebody does. I remember that was a cranky. Yeah, Dobie could be a good one. If you're looking for kind of the Asian style homes. Okay. I know I don't have him, but I've heard he's pretty popular with people for crankies. Let me see here. Quests. Alright, I still don't have any active quests. So I think I'm going to be going ahead and wrapping it up here. Let me save. Alright, and once more for good measure. I'm always panicked that I'm not going to... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you all for hanging out with me for another wonderful evening with y'all. Lovely as always. And thank you to everybody that came over with the raid as well. Let me see who all's on so I can go raid. Let's see. Oh yeah, Nolan's skull's on. So let me go ahead and return the favor since Scully was hanging out with me so much tonight. Let's see. Raid. Noel and Skull. They should be playing Minecraft. It looks like they are, because that's what she mentioned. So I'm going to go ahead and raid them. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Lovely to chat with you, and I'll catch you all next time. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you, AD. I always forget to do that. There's the raid message. All right. Have a great evening, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.